Smooth. Get in here, man. William Roberts, turns out that condition I had, it's still there a little bit. Listen, fam, take it from me. Don't try to do too many things at once and then go to bed at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't work, right? Crash, boom. Let me give this a shot, though. Niners! I'm almost back. Yes. I've not tried that because I was fearful. How you doing, fam? Good to see you again. I meant to, because remember last week, we were going to go heckle and troll the Clams. The mofos upped and won that game. And by the way, Emilio, I owe you an apology. Yes, Sam Darnold is not the dude. Although, I do know that he lost some offensive linemen. See, fam, one thing that we should really stop doing, not only for other quarterbacks around the league, but ours, stop blaming the quarterback for not having any damned offensive linemen. There is no quarterback that can play well without an offensive line. And Sam proved that. There's been others to prove it too. And I'm looking at it, I felt sorry for him, but there was a couple times he could have made a better pass, though. He did have some great shots. And I know JJ is probably, Jefferson's got to be, I wonder what he's thinking. He's got to be feeling some kind of way, though. Huh? Anyway, for our problems, decisions. 49ers offseason 2025 is underway. Jauan Jennings, fam, he is wide receiver 2. There's no debating it. Jordan Mason's breakout season, implications surrounding that, too. What are you going to do? We ain't got any money. Of course, we always say we ain't got any money. And then the first thing you know, all of a sudden the 49ers are signing these huge mega deals, And you say, what the hell they get the money? We have Parag Marathia. The man, his manipulation of math is just amazing. The Niners have so many careful decisions, though, to make during this offseason due to the number of high-priced, big-ticket players they are currently carrying on this roster. I mean, we got... Oh man, up and down the roster, man. You got studs everywhere, right? But if you got studs, you got to pay them. All offseason long, there will be endless speculations regarding where they cut the fat on the 2025 roster, loaded with nothing but lean thoroughbreds. Jesus, and man, it's gonna. Whoever leaves is gonna. We're gonna say, ouch, oh. So yeah, Jauan Jennings is as legit a wide receiver as you'll find in the NFL right now, with 1 year left on that contract. Also, the Niners are notorious for being down to the last running back, usually shortly after Christmas. Yeah, we're sitting there, they're going to calling people up on the phone, and we haven't been working out or done a damn thing for how God knows how long. Can you come in here and play running back for us? You know our system. Fam, no. That's right. He retired back in 92, John. Get off the phone. Jordan Mason is not a let-him-walk running back. He just isn't. Go on the phones tonight for your thoughts regarding where the roster trim will start with the spotlight on the Niners' breakout stars of 2024. Mrs. Jauan's baby boy. Did I say Mrs. Jauan? Mrs. Jennings' baby boy, Jauan. And JP Mason. By the way, fam, it's Robert Saleh is gaining attention in the coaching market. In fact, I just noticed something there. He's actually the favorite in Jacksonville. He's already talked to Vegas and Jacksonville for their head coach vacancies. Robert Saleh has a penchant for being drawn toward pure hellholes. Vegas, Jacksonville. Now, news surfaces that Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated has just pointed out to boys. Them boys want to speak to Robert. Everybody in the coaching, everybody who's been a coach anywhere on the planet, as far as football goes, knows about the Cowboys and Jerry Jones. Why in the bleep would Robert Saleh be going over there to interview? Why? What are you going to do? You going to go over there and tell Jerry, I respect you as a very you're a dominant figure in this business we do. And I just want to know if you're going to ask me to come and run your program, are you going to let me run the program? I believe that'll be all I need to talk to you about today, Mr. Sal. I appreciate you stopping by. Okay, I'll get back to you a little later on. Jerry's not going to give up the spotlight. This is why Stephen A. Smith is right. Belichick would have been perfect for him. You know why? Belichick wants nothing to do with the damn spotlight. Let Jerry cook. He can be out there and be in the face of the franchise all he wants. Belichick, all he's going to do is coach that team. He missed it. Belichick's gone. So, Robert, get the hell up out of Dallas if you're over there, man. Do not do this. Are you crazy? Jay Jennings, though, was recognized by PFF as the 49ers' most improved player. Easily got awarded for it. Third Jauan, as he is affectionately known for a good reason, had a career. JJ went nuts. I knew he could play, but did you know he could play like he did this last season? JJ looks like a man that has been suppressed. Kept down. Injuries to BA and Christian McCaffrey, JJ was determined to pick up that slack on his own. That's the kind of players we like. He went out there and said, damn that, man, we're losing no ball games. And he did his level best to make sure that we did. It didn't work because, he's one man, but he still did his job. 77 passes for 975 yards and 6 touchdowns, setting career highs across the board. If we weren't playing the low-class Cardinals, and JJ missed some games, he would have got that 1,000 yards plus. Oh, hell yeah. How many games did he miss? JJ used to be known more for his blocking abilities up until this last season. Now, he's known for both that and grabbing that ball and demonstrating that he has dimension to his game. I can't wait to watch him again next year. See, but then there could be a problem with that. Dude was Brock Purdy's most favorable target, earning 113 targets in 15 games, 83.1 grade. Was 13th among all receivers, 13th among all receivers in the NFL. Booyah! Boy, it's top 20. You know how many receivers are in the NFL? JJ's one of the best receivers at winning contested catches. Ask the Rams about that. JJ that was when he had his coming out party against them horn-headed clowns. Dude held a clinic on the Rams. Only Terry McLaughlin and Drake London had more contested catches than Jennings, 20 in the regular season. There's a problem in all of that looking that good, though. You know that, don't you, fam? Yeah, I know. Now JJ's going to come in the office and hear things like from the front office people, what we have here is failure to communicate. I can't believe the 49ers signed as many people as they do for the things they signed them to. Jennings agreed to sign to a 2-year, $15.4 million contract ahead of last season. That ensures he will be back with the franchise in 2025. You and I know but damn well that that's not enough money for his skill set. And I still know there's already talk about he may hold out. Man. Mrs. Jennings' baby boy is very much going to be a part of the Niners' return to glory next season if this is all cleared up. Franchise can be confident. If you got him, the wealth of offensive weapons will be ridiculous. The report on BA sounds good, but even if he does not return, you look at this. Jennings has proved to the entire NFL, though he's worth more than he's being paid. Fam is Jennings going to not clearly the number 2 receiver? That's what I want to know. Because if he is, he's got to get paid like that, right? These are the things that I'm worried about right now. You can't just let him walk around out there without him he's knowing his worth. This is football. Nobody's going to wait until they get hurt to get paid. But can the 49ers afford to pay JJ like number 2? You just took all that number 2 money at $120 million last season. He'll be with the 49ers until 2028. George Kittle. I don't hear about George Kittle's too old, put him out. I don't give bleep that. George Kittle's a bad mofo. And by the way, you notice your best teams in NFL have an all-star tight end? Kittle's one of the best. He does not walk. I don't believe the 4 minutes before he's going to do that. He is entering his final year of his contract, though, and he just put up another 1,000-yard season. Receiving, I mean, that type of production will most likely be, that's going to motivate the Niners to work toward an extension with GK. But GK is easy to work with because what he does do is he allows the 49ers to do whatever they're going to do and put the numbers in a position where he won't hurt the team. How many times have they restructured his contract so far? And, of course, there's a potential Purdy extension that is hard to comprehend right now as to how they're going to do this and how it's going to impact the season. It's a lot of money that might get tied up just on 3 people. let me ring Steven's bell because I know Steven's already thinking what I'm about to say. Man, Debo has been a star for the Niners over the course of his time. Okay, he's coming off another disappointing season back in 2024, entering the final year of his contract with the Niners. What are you gonna do, fam? What are you gonna do? What the bleep are you gonna do? You know what though, fam? This may organically play its way out. You let Debo come out there and look sad again, because quite frankly, he's not going to be the number 1 target or number 2 target on many of occasions. If Ricky Pearsall comes out and demonstrates the fact that he is a monster, Ayuk, until he gets back, Ayuk, Jennings, Pearsall. I've already got Chris McCaffrey over here, who also goes both ways. GK's on the field. What are you going to do? John Lynch did say, though, he intends to keep Samuel heading into the season. But he only said heading into the season, didn't he? Is that the recent plan? And if it is, what happens if and when Samuel returns to form? Would the Niners think about re-signing Samuel and letting Jennings walk? As Austin Powers would say, oh, behave. Fam, Ricky Pearsall, I'm telling you, it may have not been a joke what we've seen. Didn't get a chance to work out. He's had that situation downtown San Francisco, and he came in, 210 receiving yards, 14 grabs, and a pair of TDs in the 49ers' final 2 games of 2024. Really? 31 receptions. He finishes with 400 receiving yards and 3 scores during his rookie campaign and didn't get a proper preseason? If Ricky P continued to ascend, fam, the franchise could opt to spend less at receiver outside of Ayuk, with Pearsall still on a rookie contract. Debo! Uh-oh! It's a dog-eat-dog world, D. It's a nice problem to have, No, it's not. I hate this. Jordan Mason. You know, Christian McCaffrey and Isaac Guerrero had good news on their late season injuries, by the way, if you didn't know. They're both going to be fine and being on track to be ready for the start of the season. That doesn't make the pending decision on Jordan Mason any easier, though. Mason is due to hit restricted free agency when the new league year opens in March. The Niners can either give him one of 3 restricted free agent tenders or choose not to tender him, which would allow him to become an unrestricted free agent. The last 2 options are likely on the table. You know, because the Niners, they aren't going to let JP walk for nothing. That's just stupid. I mean, get a trade or something. Or you're not going to just let him walk. Because he'll get gobbled up within seconds. Yeah. Dude racked up a career high 789 yards in 12 games. Got hurt. Which center they give him, though, will be a difficult decision. McCaffrey will be back as the number 1, most likely. Running back next to none, most likely. He definitely will. Isaac Guerrero Grindo showed everybody that he's legit. While McCaffrey and Mason were sitting out, Grindo was out there getting it done. He also dealt with the Niners. But see, Grindo, like every 49er, they all get the same disease and condition. He got hurt when he finally started getting regular touches. So, no, the Niners, we need to keep Mace. We need to keep them all. And you either proves they can run in Kyle Shanahan's offense. You got to keep them all. I mean, that goes for Mace. That goes for Grindo. That, of course, goes for CMC. A first-round tender would cost the Niners an estimated $7,279,000 for the 2025 season, according to Over the Cap. The second-round tender is estimated at $5,217,000. The right of first refusal tender is estimated to be $3,185,000. Those are fully guaranteed one-year deals. Mason would have the option to find a deal on the open market after receiving that tender, but the 49ers would, of course, be able to match that offer and whatever he gets. Well, we're not, and let him go ahead and go to wherever he found that place. If they do a first or second round tender, the acquiring team would also owe the Niners a pick in that round of the 2025 draft. We can do, fam. I'd take number 2. Why? A second-round tender would be enough to keep other teams from aiming for Mason in free agency, number 1, because I'm interested in keeping him. He's a good player, but unloading a second-round pick to give a long-term contract to a running back who dealt with a couple of different injuries this past season isn't something a lot of teams are going to be foaming at the mouth to get at, right? Second-round tender would make Mason the 18th highest-paid running back in the NFL on an average annual value basis. I don't know if the 49ers are going to play that game. A first-round tender would make him the 14th highest running back in the sport. Both of those marks are significant for a player who would enter the season as the Niners' number 3 running back, right? So rationale is going to seep into that conversation. They're not going to do that. The question for the Niners is whether keeping Mason at $5,217 million or does that fit their current financial situation? You know, fam, see, this is the thing. We don't know what their financial situation is. When they signed Javon Hargrave, we were sitting here saying the same things. Well, they ain't got no money. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. And all of a sudden, 85. What? Where did that come from? I'll never get over that. When I was sitting there reading that, there's a mistake here. What are they going to cut? Who's leaving? Nobody left. Fam, I'd love to hear your thoughts on these matters. What the 49ers are going to do? I do like me some JJ. Look out, he may say, I love you, Niners. But you know what? A lot of people out there would give me a little more money from 7 point what? Do 2 to 15 mil? He can do better. If the 49ers are smart, they come in and tell him, give him the $12 million for this year. They give him a bonus package for 3 or 4 more. He meets all the incentives and make it easy. And then I think he likes being a 49er. And if things don't work out, and if he goes completely nuts this year, okay. Man, I can't see letting him go. Neither one of these guys, I can't see letting him go. Woo! No. All right. Let's see what Matty S is thinking. Yo, Matty.
Yo, Ronbo. What up, buddy?
Hey, Matty. Good to hear from you again, man. I'm healed up now, man. I'm feeling like
you too, brother.
I'm feeling like the mighty Thor again. So
oh yeah.
Hey, man, we got.
You feeling better?
Yeah, a lot better now. But Matty, we got these issues up again, like we've been having for the last few years. This is what happens when a team wins too many games, and players start feeling themselves and start thinking they get paid a lot of money now. Yeah. Jennings is going to be the next in line, I suspect. He had a wonderful season.
Breaks my heart.
Yeah. Huh. Jordan Mason, can we afford to lose another running back that can run the ball?
Dude, as much as sad as it would be about seeing Jordan Mason leave, if he goes, I hope he goes to a really competitive team, man. I hope he's not like the only guy that's doing anything on the team. Like, I hope he goes somewhere like, I don't know who. I don't even know where you'd send him. I just hope he doesn't go to anybody close by. I don't want to see him at the Seahawks. I don't want to see him in Arizona. I don't want to see him in LA.
I could see him in
But
Buffalo
I wish him the best. Yeah,
or possibly Washington.
maybe even the
because,
Texans.
Yeah. Texas got a stud, though.
Yeah,
And what's his
Washington.
name? But he gets hurt, too, though. They all get hurt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, dude, they all get hurt, bro. I mean, that's got to be one of the most high impact positions on the team. Like, it's the only dude going literally running through the middle of people.
Big, mean people, too.
You know? Yeah, dude.
See, that's why they've
People riding your
undervalued that
back.
position and don't want to pay him anymore because they know they're not going to
Oh,
last.
geez. No. No. I'd like to see Jennings stay, though, man.
Oh, he's gotta stay.
And then you mentioned Kittle. I want Kittle to retire as a 49er, man. Like,
You and me.
I don't want to see him in any other uniform.
Until he goes to the WWE, and then that's fine. But don't go anywhere else because he's
That's
definitely
different.
going there.
Yeah, no, that's all good, man.
God.
I could totally see that. I'd love it.
So, man, we got
Yeah, dude.
healthy. That's a nice air attack. That is just brutal.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the... I don't know how many messages you get, but I usually don't message a whole lot of people, but I messaged you the other day because I saw a little clip of... I don't even remember what paper it was from or what news outlet it was from, but it was saying that the Titans had offered the 49ers a first-round pick for Brock Purdy. And I was like, whoa, shit.
See,
Not that we want to do that, but...
I remember Grant Cohn jumped on that. I thought he was making it
maybe
up.
that's what it was.
I mean, I get a first-round pick.
They're the Titans.
I know. I saw that.
You know, like
I was in shock. Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I kept going. No, they didn't. Because as soon as I click this, I know I'm going to
Like,
read.
come on, man.
But if. So, you know what? No, where'd you
Yeah,
send
it's
that?
like a clickbait.
Because I've got DMs on both Instagram, X, Facebook. Where did you send it?
Instagram.
Okay. I got a lot of Instagram, and I gotta go get that in. But yeah, thanks.
Oh, I'm sure you get a lot of it. I haven't been on X in a while. I said something about somebody that wasn't even threatening, and they kicked me right the fuck off there.
Brian just recently joined X. That's right. It wasn't you. Yeah, I was thinking you were on X. No, you did tell me about that earlier.
Yeah, so I don't even worry about it. I wasn't on there much anyways. So it doesn't hurt my feelings a whole lot.
Nah. Well, the way I talked to Rudy, I'm surprised they haven't kicked me off,
See? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't threaten anybody. I don't do any weird shit. Like, I might call you a name or something.
Yeah.
But give me a break.
I mean, is it that conservative? But Matty,
seriously. Anyways.
Jennings,
yeah, dude.
Mason, Kittle.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to. What do you think about realistically? Debo is actually now a liability. He's not the best guy we got out there anymore. He
isn't.
But
yeah, he was. He still has a place in the league, man. Like he still plays at a somewhat high level. But last season, I didn't even recognize him. I was like, well, who's this guy? Who's this?
And then all of a sudden,
Debo's evil twin,
right? And then he played really well the last couple of games. Oh, Debo, damn it!
Yeah.
Well, if you can play like that now, why couldn't you have done that earlier?
And it's, dude. Every time we really needed him, he just didn't come through.
Yeah.
So I just got tired of seeing it, man. It happens every now and again to the best of us, but you just can't count on you anymore.
Yeah. See, because if
I just don't know.
Samuel,
I don't know what to think about him.
Yeah. I like Debo a lot.
And then where do you send him, I do too.
Who would like?
And then, I don't know, some of these dudes,
who would love to
Debo
sign
gained
Debo?
some weight.
Yeah.
Who?
The Steelers. Hey, Debo's got Steelers
you are
written
correct.
all over him.
He does. I would agree. Yeah, and then, dude, I just could see it happening. We played the Steelers the first 5 games of a season. Debo's fresh on their roster, and he just bulldozed the shit out of us.
No.
You know how that goes.
I do. It happens all the time. God.
It happened if Kittle went somewhere.
Who?
If Kittle for some reason went to another team,
God,
when we played him, he'd torch us.
he'd be in Detroit the minute that something that coach. I think he's got a rapport going with him too. I'm worried about that because that comment he made about the Lions a while back, the coach,
dude,
he likes that kind of football. He likes that kind of coach.
He would fit in there really well.
What's happening?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I don't know. I hope not. Yeah, we'll see. Only time will tell, man. I have a feeling this is going to be a very interesting off season for us.
Oh, tremendous.
You know, we got to get used to the fact that some people are just going to leave, and it sucks.
I know, right? Whether they want to or not.
Yeah.
Because you know.
Yeah.
But Jauan Jennings has every right to hold out this year. Now we'll always have somebody holding out, and I know it's going to hit the fan 15 minutes after the draft, maybe even before if he's smart. And he probably is. His agent definitely is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Telling him things like, Jauan, they need you. You don't need them. Just remember that. Let me do my thing.
Oh,
right?
I can totally hear it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, damn it. It's true, though.
I know.
That's what they do.
Yep.
What they do, Ronbo.
They twist arms.
So we got to prepare for it. I'm not going to like it, though. I'm not going to blow smoke up your tailpipe and be happy about that one. That'll make me grumpy.
I know. Because it just seems like it's just an evil thing, you know. I mean, you're watching the playoffs or watching what took place. It didn't help that the Vikings looked terrible against the Rams. That's all right. This
crazy.
Sunday, you know what I think I'm going to do? This Sunday we'll have a meeting as we ordinarily do, but we'll do it exactly during that game.
Yeah.
And because, us saying bad things about the Rams right now in lieu of what's going on in SoCal would really be tasteless, right? So I'm going to we could just make comments about the game as we go along.
Or we could really throw them off and root for them, and then they'll probably lose.
I bet you're right about that. Woo!
Reverse psychology.
What's in that vibe that we seem to have?
Man. I can't even say that.
Breaking news. The Tennessee Titans have just traded their number 1 draft pick to the San Francisco 49ers
come on, Jack.
in trade for Brock Purdy.
Yeah, all right.
Cowboys are coming to San Francisco,
Liar.
and we are going to the Super Bowl.
Jack, hold on, you're getting cut off anyway. Matty, we're going to see you Sunday, as I said, right around
Yeah, dude, I can't wait.
game time. All right.
Yeah.
Have a good
I
night,
like it,
fam.
dude. I can't wait. You too, bro. I'll catch you on Sunday.
Can't wait. Night, Matty.
All right, buddy. Night, buddy.
Night, Matty. Emilio! It's time for some Latino heat. Latino heat. Hey, Emilio, I already apologized, man. Yeah, I already apologized. I did that last time I think I talked to you about Sam Darnold. He's going to be a backup. He's going to be looking for a job. Watch Kyle call him and ask him if he wants to play with us for $5 million.
Hello?
Yeah, Emilio. How long have you been on the line?
Oh, I didn't even know you. Who, me? I didn't even know. I didn't know I was on there.
Yeah, I called you. And I was offering apologies about Sam Darnold. I think I did that already. But I also ended by saying, now watch Kyle call him over. Sam, you had a tough break. You want to come back here for 5?
Well, if Kyle does it, he's a moron too. If I said Kyle needs to stay away from his old ways. It's getting bad. You already got bad once. You already see your ways are not working no more. Cut that out. You need a whole new game plan.
Sam ought to be the one to go to Titans.
This is why I kind of don't want to sound like my dude. Go away from your old ways. Like, do you not realize those old ways didn't help you win the Super Bowl? You need to change stuff. You need to change with the league. You need to start making the changes.
Well, everybody's using his program.
It's kind of getting annoying.
Yeah. So, he already said he was going to do that, though.
I understand that, but at least they change stuff every year. You don't keep the thing same over and over and over. That's how teams catch on.
And run them in the same order. That's the thing that pisses me off the most.
It's the same formation, but running different routes. Like, come on, man.
Even
you
Debo
really
said it.
That whole excuse.
Yeah, everybody knows
That's
what I'm going to do.
Excuse. If that was the case, it would work. So apparently it doesn't work.
It
So
used
that
to.
means you need to change the system around.
Yeah, he knows. He
Yeah.
mentioned it. So I look for the same exact thing this year. I would be shocked to see it. He already mentioned that himself. And Debo made a clown out of it too by saying things. Everybody knows how I get the backfield, what's going to happen. Everybody in the league know about that. I said, Debo, then you want to tell Kyle?
We knew that the year the following year after what's his name, Daniels went to the Dolphins. Oh, Debo's back there. What are they going to do? Run? They make it obvious. It's just,
Obvious, yes.
Dude, stop making you're making your game plan obvious. It's not obvious. I'm like, well, if I'm at home at TV or sitting in the crowd, and I know what you're finna do, even the opposing fans know what you're doing.
You know damn well the DC knows. Yeah.
What makes you think they don't know what you're doing? So it's just, yeah.
So they got to get back to keeping the DCs up all night before the game, trying to figure out how they're going to do. Now, Shannon has that ability to do it. He's got to get back to doing that. He got a little lazy this year.
You know, the West Coast offense is fine.
But you can manipulate it in certain ways. Yes. Bill Walsh made sure it had all kinds of options.
I'm like, he forgets that we have more than one player on the team. He gets stuck on either running Kittle, having Kittle block, not having pass, and then he forgets to want to run the captain to the ground. I'm like, dude, we have more than one running back. We have more than one receiver. Why is your game plan stuck on these couple players? Like, I get they're getting paid, but
no, I mean, and there's another disadvantage to that too.
Detroit versus everybody.
Why you got to come on when I'm on? Gosh, could have waited.
Emilio, there's another disadvantage to that too. If one of them gets hurt, like Debo got hurt, remember the whole game plan was around him. Debo gets hurt, now the whole thing falls to pieces. I cannot believe Kyle is that narrow-minded to do something like that, but he did do that last year, and I was shocked.
Yeah. I'm just, yeah.
But I do play. I do know they're going to come back tough next year, so it'll be interesting to see. But how tough they're going to be is the question.
No, I mean everybody should be. I just like I said, I don't know. I just want to see a couple of changes. Like I said, some of these players that we've been on and move the time like Debo has got to go. Unless they're going to change the way they use Debo.
Debo, are you on the change? Are you on the trade Debo thing?
I've been on it. I've been saying that since last year. I've been saying trade Debo. Debo's a 1-trick pony. That hasn't changed. If he doesn't get the ball in space when he does catch it, that's all he can do. Or in the backfield, he only has two things he can do because you can't get open. So if he's not catching the ball in open space, he's not gonna do. He can't do what he does.
And he's got two guys who can get open. That's true. I mean, I'm gonna make Ricky sit down because of Debo. I don't think so. Jauan Jennings is not sitting down because of Debo.
That was the irritating part right there. I'm like, we see Ricky when he was a couple games he did, he was getting, breaking away from players. So I'm like, well, why are you not using him? You were stuck on that same mode. I gotta use Debo. I'm like,
they always got this. We don't trust.
I get that, but
why you put him out there then?
I get that. That makes sense. But how you gonna get trust from the other players when you don't use them? I get when we're going off of Ronnie Bell, he can't catch. I'm like, dude, how many times you gonna throw him up?
And how many chances did he get? God.
Exactly. And then you didn't want to give Kyle a chance.
Yeah. So Debo's
always had a catch of the drops anyway since Jimmy was there, so that's not nothing new with him anyway.
I know, but I mean, and one against the Rams was that's what did it for me. I said, Debo, you dropped that. How the hell did you miss that? That's your play. Zip across the middle, ball thrown into a spot, you grab it, and you'd go whatever you want to do. He dropped it. Are you kidding me? There was nobody going to stop you between here now and that spot in the end zone. God damn. Now they run around. We beat them for 49. You didn't do Debo, you beat Debo. God. Anyway, go ahead.
But no, we just see if they're going to keep him. Hopefully they use it differently, and Debo can actually catch the ball, because that's his main thing. They need to just figure out how to use them in different ways. Like I said, we got all these running backs. Shanahan has to be able to scheme how to use all at least 2 running backs or 3 running backs on the field at the same time, because you don't know who we get the ball. He can create stuff, but he just, like I said, Shanahan just changes ways a little bit. This offense should be a lot better.
Well, It's going to be John Lennon because 49ers have
Company
lied
fail.
before about people who are going anywhere. So if somebody offers them something for Debo, I wonder what they're going to do. John, I'll give you a 4th-round pick right now. Give me a
Well,
third.
most
You got
likely
it.
they should take the offer.
I know,
They
right?
should take the offer. I mean,
And you're gonna go in low.
If it opens up, especially if we need money. If we're gonna, unless we do free agency, we pick up players. We're gonna need the money, so it would help trying to get rid of them before.
I'll take a high draft pick. Because if I call you up and I say I want to have Debo, and the first thing I do, I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna say I'll give you a 4th-round pick. If I'm John, give me a 3rd and you got him. In fact, you get to deal with that because I really should ask for it too.
I think that what I was thinking. I think that's what he would go for. If anything, he would go for a 3rd. If he would have had a good year this year, he could have won at least for a 2nd.
Yeah.
Most
we can get
likely,
something
I
in the 3rd.
think somebody would go to 3rd.
We can get an offensive lineman for the 3rd round. Dude, we got Emilio, we got to go, though. I'm going to see you Sunday right around Rams time. Watch him get that ass whooped.
Yeah.
And this time I ain't getting away this time.
Yeah. Well, but no, they're not. Those for marketing whole thinking they're going to do something. This is your season ends this Sunday. You guys had a good run. At this point, you guys are not going to beat the Eagles. That team is way too powerful. The only team I see them beating, and it depends, that it's going to be the Lions and the Eagles at the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And then you can see who's going to win that. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Washington maybe next year, but not this year. Because that quarterback, he matured awfully quickly. But so did CJ, though.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, man. I'll see you
The
Sunday.
only way, other than that, one last thing. The only way I see the Commanders pulling that off if they make no mistakes. That's the only way I see the Commanders pulling that off. Who knows?
No mistakes.
All right, man.
All right.
You have a good night. Man.
You too, Emilio. Always a pleasure. Talk to you shortly.
Yeah.
Hey, let's bring Debo's favorite fan in here. His name is Steven.
Debo's trash, 101.
Hey, Steven, I'm with you now, though.
You can't catch
I'm not getting rid of anybody else. As I'm looking around at the rest of the roster, who are you going to keep? Oh, I'm not getting rid of Ricky. I'm not getting rid of Jenkins. I mean, JJ for sure. George Kittle stays. I mean, there's too many guys that got to stay. I don't know about BA, what's he going to look like, but Debo, man, you're expendable, man, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, Debo, he can't catch, man. He can't catch. The fact that Emilio said he could gives him a little bit more credit than he's what's supposed to earn. He's only good in the backfield, that's it. But it's so predictable. Because it's like, Debo's lined up in the backfield.
Yeah,
I wonder what's going to happen now. And not only that, but his ass is so goddamn fat, he can't even run through the middle no more. He can't even run a slant route no more.
He did lose a step.
And the fact that, he missed Ronbo, he missed more than a step. He missed like 7 or 8 steps. He's done. He's done. He's our version of
that mac and cheese.
Guaranteed.
I bet he does it Canadian style too. Steven, you ever heard of poutine?
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah. Debo probably puts that gravy over the top of it too. That poutine sauce. Debo, man, you're an athlete, man. Eat like one, damn it.
His fat ass, I guarantee you, probably eats the stuffing out of a turkey before he stuffs turkey. Guaranteed. That boy cannot put the goddamn spoon down. And we used to make fun of Ezekiel Elliott and look at his fat ass. Debo's doing the same shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of him.
Well, Zeke left.
Get him he should have been gone yesterday. Please.
Yeah. We can pick Zeke up if we want a guy like that. Zeke's out there, and pay him a lot less than Debo.
Let's not say we did.
Yeah.
Let's say we did.
Yeah.
And let it never happen. Better than what we got now. But JJ, Purdy, and GK are the top 3 signings that we need. Non-negotiable.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have to restructure. Unfortunately, though, I feel like Juice might leave.
Yeah,
he's probably the most.
I don't think about that because it bothers me. He is. He's gotta. He doesn't want to. Though.
He
That's
is
what bothers
probably real.
me.
He's the most disrespected player on that entire roster. He has
made the Pro Bowl every year that he was with us.
Every single year he made a Pro Bowl, and the only time he's ever dropped a pass was a fumble, and that wasn't even. And that was because they caught him off guard in the snow in Buffalo
and smacked him.
Yep, they smacked the shit out of him. Yeah. And for everyone saying, "Oh yeah, you got to hold on to it," you play in sub-degree weather and try to hold on to a ball. Man, you can't even go out there. You can't even run a mile. You can't even run a mile without your ears burning. Hell no. The last thing I'm thinking about is getting smacked. Oh, let me hold on to this ball real quick. Hell no. Hell no, everything hurts
And
10
Steven,
times worse.
you play ball in Cali, right? You know, you remember the cold
Mm-hmm.
days of like 55 to 60? That's a freezing ass day in
Yeah,
California,
nah.
right? Remember how painful playing ball
It
was?
sucked.
Man, every time you got hit, it
sucked.
was like, damn. You know, I can't even imagine what it's like in sub-zero weather with snowfall falling. That's just crazy.
Man, I used to fight my own teammates in practice during wind chill season.
Oh,
I hated that.
God.
Like, what you doing hitting me that hard? I barely even hit you. Man, you know how cold it is?
And the coach was like, come on, ladies, get up. Let's run it again.
Yeah.
Coach, you know what? You too, you know?
I hated that.
You got
I hated that. I 100% hated that. I never wanted to cuss my coach out more than that time. But, I mean, really, you know, I don't – if I see GK leaving, it's definitely going to be to the Lions. And the Lions are going to be even stronger than they once were because they know what he's about. They know what he can do, and they know how crazy he is. So if you're in the 49ers front office, you technically have 4 immediate signings. And I'm going to start off like this. GK, Jauan Jennings, Juice, Purdy. Purdy last. And I'll say this because obviously Purdy's nonchalant. He knows without – I think this year he realized that without his talent, he can't really do it alone. He can't.
No. But this applies to every quarterback. This thing about quarterbacks carrying teams with no talent is a myth. Usually applied to players and quarterbacks they don't really like. You start saying things like, if he can't carry the team on his own, then he's not an NFL quarterback. Oh, that's
exactly.
So
like you got to think about
it
like this too, Ronbo. Yeah. You got to think about it like this. Brady had Godwin, he had Evans, he had Fournette, and then he also had Vita Vea on the opposite side helping. You know, that whole team carried themselves differently. Yeah, maybe Brady was a missing piece, but he could not do it again the second season because Godwin was gone. Leonard Fournette retired.
That's why he left New England, because they ran out of receivers. Grady's on the sideline yelling and screaming at so-so receivers because they weren't making plays. It's the way it works. You got to have an offensive line that's at least decent and receivers that are actually worth a damn. You're not going to get it done otherwise. Miracles.
Exactly. And then for all the talk about Sam Darnold being better than Purdy, look at what just happened. He had a great offensive line, and then not only that, but it failed him horribly. They actually played a decent team, which is crazy to say. It was the Rams.
They took a couple guys out of the offensive line. No, one got hurt earlier, and one got killed during the course of the game. So he was on his own. But still, so some of those missed passes, he had a chance to make that play.
Oh, they were bad. Those missed passes were bad. I'm starting to get kind of concerned about the NFC in general because there's a lot of games that I watched where they were just throwing dumbass passes and they were getting picked off super easy. And AFC, if you watch any of the AFC games, they are tight.
I know.
They if you make a mistake, it's your ass.
They're gonna win. Unfortunately, they're gonna win the Super Bowl again, which is why, in one sense, I'm kind of glad the 49ers are not in the round robin this year, because if they got an NFC CG, the playoffs, they'd probably get all the way to the NFC CG. But you'd have to go through Detroit,
check this out, Rob.
And that wouldn't work.
If there's anyone in the AFC that I think is going to win the Super Bowl, I have a feeling it might be the Texans. Because the Texans play – the Texans are playing the Chiefs.
The defense is
Chiefs, which is technically a revenge game.
Yeah.
Lassiter is nasty. That kid is a rookie, and he is doing shit that I wish all of our players could do. Lassiter is not a joke, and he went completely under the radar during the draft. So, and then on top of that, this is a revenge game for D'Amico Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
He wants it bad.
Anyone on that
team that wants it. And then you also got Jimmy Ward, who's also having a revenge game because he's with them. You have pretty much the entire the entire defensive line of the Niners of old wanting revenge, and they want Mahomes. They want him bad. But
we'll look out for Baltimore though. Lamar Jackson's being motivated by the fact that Lamar, you're MVP, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. You're in a conversation for being one of the greatest of all time, but you ain't won no Super Bowl. And that's killing him. That's driving him nuts. He's gonna be motivated. It's gonna be interesting.
But you know what? If you get in his head, it's over. Every time right? You get in Lamar's head, it's over. It's done. He starts going back to running for the pass.
Steven,
and then all that talent just disappears.
It messes up. We got to go, fam. I'm going to see you Sunday, right around the time that the Rams are up there playing against the Eagles. I can't wait to watch that.
They better get that ass whooped. They better get that ass whooped. I know I said it.
I
with the
don't want to
Vikings,
just
but-
get. I want to see choke slammed.
Oh, they will. Ooh, Saquon. Ooh. Who are they playing? Say it to me one more time. One more time. Say who they playing again?
Is it the Eagles?
Eagles?
Oh,
Saquon Barkley, the Golden Boy, the bottom. Whoop that.
Sets a record. All right, fam. See you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. Looking forward. I just realized that Mostert has a playoff record of plus 200. I wonder if Saquon's thinking about that. I wonder if the Eagles are thinking about that. See, what people understand about that, especially Rams fans, the Eagles' offensive line is why Saquon Barkley looks like he's just absolutely unbelievable. They're bringing that same offensive line again this weekend. They damn near put him up 300-yard game. Hey, Nigel.
Hey, Ronbo, sounds like you're a little bit better from earlier in the week, man.
Yeah, it was painful then. I'm feeling a lot better now. So,
Cool, man. How you doing otherwise, man?
I'm sitting here in anticipation of next season. We got a lot of things going on that have to go right, Nigel. Jauan Jennings, there's already word out there that he may consider his worth. He may be feeling himself. He may be saying things like, look, I love the 49ers, but y'all, I can't play without no money. I signed a $15.4 million deal. I had to beg you to come back last year, and now I came in and showed you my worth. I need to be compensated.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame him, man.
I don't either.
He's good.
I'm just worried about the funding.
Yeah, because it sounds like John was saying we're not going to get rid of Debo. So
I don't know why.
Now,
He said that might have been a
comes
ploy to make sure
down
these. You don't want to reduce the value of your player. So when people call,
Yeah,
I
that's true.
guarantee they're fielding phone calls. So, but go ahead.
Well, that's the smart thing to do, yeah. But I also have to believe that there's some legitimacy to that too, though.
Yeah, of
Just
course.
with how close Kyle and Debo are. I mean,
I think Debo comes over his house on the weekends, I guess.
yeah. So I don't know if he's truly untouchable, but that'll be interesting to see because, as you mentioned, is Jauan going to be one of those kind of casualties as far as not being on the team anymore? That's a real possibility. And earlier, or a few calls back, there was a guy. I agree with him. There's going to be some guys that leave, and unfortunately, that's just the way it is. That's the way the league is.
That's right.
From the time we went to the Super Bowl the first time to the second time, that was almost a whole new team besides our star players.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of different players in there. So we've seen it happen in this Kyle Shanahan era multiple times. So, but yeah, I'm interested, Ronbo. It's kind of scary in a way, man, because there's a lot. I think for me personally, I have an expectation of them coming back, doing hopefully at least decent in the draft. Get more protection for Brock, and we come back strong. That's what I'm expecting, but you never know, man. There's still a lot of variables that we have to see, like how is Christian McCaffrey truly going to come back when he comes back next season? He's going to be like 29 years old. So he's had all these issues physically, and, it could be, as far as I'm concerned, there's a lot of stuff on the table that could happen next season. And I hope they can keep it together this offseason and not make the biggest deal out of this Brock Purdy situation, because we don't want it to get ugly like we did with Ayuk,
Right.
That wouldn't be good.
What we need to know is that they prepared for this. The Niners knew this was going to happen. They knew it last year.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they've got this figured out. One thing we can be proud of about the 49ers front office, whereas they make some crazy deals sometimes, they're very good at holding on to players that they really want and need. So you can rest assured they've got the Purdy situation all figured out, and they're not going to be stripped naked after they sign him. They're just not that stupid.
You can't be, because Brock is a really good quarterback, but he needs talent around him too. Every quarterback does.
Well, see, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
just the way it is. And for me, I think that we definitely need to solidify at least a couple of positions on the offensive line. Something has to happen there, because that's how you protect your investment. Is you're going to pay this guy $60 million and then give him a mediocre offensive line. Like, I'm sorry, but he's not on the level of even Patrick Mahomes, and Mahomes even gets that. They make sure that they get him good offensive line. So even the best quarterback of this generation, they know to take care of him. So that's what, Kyle, he needs to change some of the stuff in his philosophies, because there's certain things that work and that's great, but there's certain things that don't. So he's consistent about a lot of stuff. That's what I give him credit for. But unfortunately, there's some stuff he's consistent in he shouldn't be. But he's the coach. We're just speculating. I just want to see them do good this offseason, Ronbo. I don't want no weird stuff happening again.
Well, no, you're going to get it. We're going to be weirded out by a few things. But here's the thing: what people forget about as far as Brock Purdy is concerned, his salary. Look at Jordan Love. Jordan got paid. Did you see him last week? All right. You look at Dak Prescott. He got paid. You see what happened to him? See, these are things that when we think about what his worth is and how I think most of us all agree that he's got to have his Avengers out there. But most teams, the quarterback's got to have his Avengers out there. Who else got paid over in Miami? All these guys get paid quarterback
Trevor
money.
Lawrence,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So it's we've got to stop thinking that. Well, he's not worth this. He's blah blah. He's gonna get it. Everybody else got it. So how's he not going to get it? Yeah.
I think he deserves it, man. Like, okay, he didn't have the greatest season this past season, but the year before that, we were in the Super Bowl with him. So, if he has talent around him, he's going to meet that talent, and he'll compete out there. So I agree with you on that portion of it. Yeah.
So that's just we should stop giving up. We should give up on this $35-40 million. He's getting more than that.
He's getting it all, Ronbo. I think he's going to get. He's probably going to get 65, man.
I mean, because the 49ers love doing that kind of thing too, making their players the highest paid players in the game. So
right.
Maybe Brock may say, step back off of that. 65 isn't necessary, guys. Coach, give me 58 and call it a day. Give me some incentives, though, and make me clear me over $6 million, and we're good. I don't want anything against the cap. I'm just going to let any of my guys go.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him saying? I mean, Brock's seems that kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like that kind of guy, but man, when you talk about millions of dollars, people start to think a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen it time and again. So,
but Nigel, if we were sitting there, you need to live both sides of the life first. If we're sitting there and they're talking about that many millions of dollars, and they want to take 4 or 5 out from a $65 million contract, am I going to really start crying? I can't imagine that.
You shouldn't. No. Like Brett, he's not a wide receiver, because those guys are
diva.
Divas,
that's where the diva disease is just. Oh my God. But anyway.
Yeah.
Well, and look, Jalen Hurts is another one. Jalen hasn't done squat in 2 years. He really hasn't. But he's got A.J. Brown over there, and that's the dude that's got weapons. Ooh, shit. That's why they played teams this year. The other team's offense didn't get on the field because of Saquon running out the clock and doing damage. Then I got A.J. out there manhandling your defenders. I got, what's that other wide receiver's name? You can't cover him. See what I'm saying? And all Jaden's got to do is sit there. Y'all coming after me? Hurry. Oop, too late. He's got a great offensive line.
They got that great offensive line, man. That's their thing, is offensive line, and Sirianni's right to do that, because we honestly need to do that too. Is get the best offensive line that's out there.
We got to go, fam.
Heck yeah, man. Because if you give Brock more time and protect him right, he'll ball out, man. That's just the way it is. So
Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you, Tony. Devontae Smith. I know, like Smith
Devontae
and AJ
Smith,
on both
yeah.
sides. It's deadly. And then I got Saquon running the ball. That offensive line. Rams, y'all deserve that though. Go get it done. Hey, let me
They
see
got some
Sunday,
weapons.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Thanks for taking my call, man. Y'all have a
It's a
good
pleasure,
weekend and talk to you later.
All right, man. All right, Nigel. Oh, Erica. Yeah, Dallas got it. I mean, the Eagles are just ridiculous. You know what, Eric? The more I think about it, the Eagles, how they sign all them people? They must have some people that need to be paid soon. Look at that lineup. If you were Saquon Barkley, would you say next year, listen, as you know, with the Giants, I got a kind of a short end of a deal. Now, this year I came over and I've made all the difference in the world in the Eagles' aspirations toward another Super Bowl. If it's okay that we have this conversation, Saquon, can we wait until after the Super Bowl? Would you? What are you going to do with Saquon? Eric, if I'm an owner, I don't wait until those guys come and go nuts and ask me for these huge figures. I go and preemptive strike. I don't know what Saquon's getting right now, but he's about $5 million short of what he should be getting, right? I go in there and tell him, Saquon, I really enjoy it. Can I get you to come over for dinner? My wife, she makes a great lasagna. Hey, come on over and let's talk about it. I mean, I want to talk about a few things with you. And I make him that deal in a very comfortable environment, very friendly, you know. I make sure my dog doesn't jump on him and knock him down like he likes to do everybody else. You know, I just make it a nice thing. And I think he'd take 5 more because he should ask for way more. I don't know what he's getting now.
Yeah.
It's a rough business.
I tell you, I'm a little bit. I hope that the Eagles win this weekend. Now, what time is that game?
Is it West Coast time? It's right around, I think it's around 5 or 6, at least 6, because it is prime time. You know, I'm not looking at the schedule, but this playoff schedule is always so weird. They may move it up an hour from what it normally is. But if you tune in at 6, I'm pretty sure you'll be watching it.
Yep.
Should be funny.
Wait, what day is that?
Which game? You say what day? Sunday. Yeah, they're playing a Sunday game.
Oh, cool.
On Sunday night. I figured it's on Sunday night. I just
It looks
assumed.
like noon.
Huh?
Noon.
Oh, they're playing it after. They're playing a matinee. Who's playing Sunday night?
Bills Ravens.
Bills and Ravens? See,
Yeah,
you know,
we-
that makes sense. You're right. They do play the early game. But you know what? The Bills Ravens is more intense than the Eagles Rams. You're right. I don't blame networks for doing that. Yeah. So 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock East Coast.
I really hope that the Eagles win. But I think with everything that's going on in Los Angeles right now,
Yeah.
that might give the Rams a little bit more energy.
Yeah, they're going to play hard. It's not going to be a runaway. I can't imagine that. I do see the Eagles winning, but not by a huge margin, actually.
Yeah.
So, because the Rams are probably going to make a few adjustments from getting their ass handed to them a few weeks ago. So, yeah. But see, the problem is the Eagles are still going to keep the ball out of the offense's hands. That's how the Eagles beat you nowadays. Saquon's out there running all day, and you don't get possession enough. And their defense is not going to let you stay on the field. You better get it in there and get it quick, because otherwise. So that's going to be a great. I think the Eagles versus Lions. That's going to be interesting. Heck, who do you think is going to win that?
Let's see, Eagles, Lions.
Yeah.
Ooh, what? I'm thinking Lions.
Because they're playing, and the Lions played insane last week when they were at home. I didn't know they were that much of a different team at home. My God, the Vikings are not all that great, but the Lions made them look just awful. Just awful. Because I didn't even know they had that kind of pass rush until that game. Because they've lost a lot of people. Apparently, didn't matter. It's that coach. He makes them crazy. If I was the opposing team coach, I'd ask if they'd be drug tested. They looked insanely good a week before last. My God. So.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
What's going? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just hoping that it's a good game.
Yeah, it'll be a pretty good game. I mean, as much as I talk about the Rams, they're not slouches, and their defense does look good. It's a young defense, and they are going to be actually respectable by this time next year. I think the Rams' only problem is you got to be concerned about Stafford and how much longer he can play. Isn't he going to be 37 next year?
Yeah,
he looks pretty good.
I think the Rams are just. I feel like the Rams are just like Seattle. They're going to have to go quarterback at some point here too.
Yeah, because otherwise they're going to have to really stack that offensive line and try to keep people off of Stafford as much as they can. Maybe he can last until he's 40. I don't know. But he's not a bad quarterback by any stretch of the imagination. So I don't know how long he's going to last. But I do know that Cooper Kupp has been taken out of the picture. If the Rams are smart, so it's not going to use Kupp that much anyway, he might be worth something on the trade market. Puka's taken over as far as the number one receiver. It's going to be interesting to see what they do in the offseason. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's going to be interesting. I got family back in Missouri, so I'm really hoping that Kansas City can kind of keep going for a little bit.
Don't worry about that, boy.
Because
wow. Yeah. It's what they do. I mean, I think the Chiefs are going through the regular season. They're one of those teams that just going through the regular season because they have to. Watch what we see in the playoffs. You're going to see a methodical, know exactly what to do Chiefs team. I got all the respect in the world for the Chiefs now. I used to say, here we go, man. I mean, I got the best defensive line in the game this year. And they didn't get one holding penalty. I'm mad as hell in 2019, right? And then I watched this happen for another couple of times with not only us, but other teams. I'm thinking, I can't use that every time they play, can I? They are that good. All right. That's fine. I do want to see them get beat, though. I swear. I mean, you want to see the Chiefs? I know they probably will, but Eric, I'm tired of them from beating my team. Eric, we had them down in the fourth quarter twice. Came back and got us with only a few minutes left in the fourth quarter. God.
Yeah. Yes, it's amazing, but
That'll be fine. Well, we'll see. The Texans defense did look pretty impressive last week. I didn't even know they were that good. We'll see. All right.
Yeah, I know I got people coming in behind me, so have a good night, buddy.
You too, Eric. See you Sunday.
Bye-bye.
All right, fam.
Yeah, I'll be here. Bye-bye.
All right, Eric. And I'm going to take a quick run to the boys' room. Been drinking lots of fluids, as you're supposed to do. No, it wasn't beer. Delvin Thomas, Ayuk not running his mouth, getting better. 2025 would be nice, wouldn't it? Thanks, Delvin. Yo, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo, how you feeling, buddy?
Doing a lot better. Feeling a lot better. I can actually do my yell now, so that means I'm mending.
You got like a special Ronbo medication. That's just gonna have this special medication.
You know, the medication will be the Rams getting their brains beat out. I mean, I don't want them to just. I want them mopping the floor with those clowns so they can shut the hell up.
I just want the Eagles to smoke and cook them like they always should be doing. Cook them like the LA Fire, but, cook the Rams, not the people.
Hey, they beat them up in their own house. You know what they're going to do in Philly.
Yep. And all these Ram fans better respect Nikita, because you know what? When she beat you guys Sunday, you guys will be going back home where the smoke is.
Nikita has no.
You'll deal with it. You'll have to deal.
There's no worries. There's
you might not. You might not. If you can find your way home with all that smoke.
Although I got to tell you, Michael, that game they played against the Bills was interesting. The Rams have not been scoring a whole lot of points. I'm trying to understand what happened in that Bills game when they scored 48 points. Where'd that come from?
And Darnold, we know he's not good in the playoffs. He's not that good. He's not a playoff quarterback. I don't know how he's good.
Mike, he's never been in the playoffs.
How the hell they did good in the regular season. I don't understand how the hell the Vikings did good in the regular season with Darnold. But Darnold can't win he can't win the big games. Darnold can't win the big ones.
Well, I mean, the thing he's never been in any big game, has he? Darnold's never been in the playoffs.
No.
He also lost his offensive lineman. But people got to know, as soon as the quarterback loses his old lineman, he's in trouble.
Oh yeah, and this might be his last year with the Vikings. There's teams looking at him, like the Saints. Other teams might be looking at him. Maybe the Falcons might be looking at him.
Or the Titans, since that rumor's going around about them trading us for a first-round pick for Brock Purdy.
I'll tell you this: we're not going to trade Brock Purdy, please. Brock Purdy's going to stay. He'll get his money. First round. I mean, Grant about to call Grant Cohen and tell him, what have you been smoking? And it was funny, Grant Cohen, if you watch his YouTube, he met the granddaughter of the old Buffalo Bills coach that lost 4 Super Bowls. The Levy.
Marv Levy. That's him.
Marv Levy, 99 years old, his granddaughter. Grant Cohen was flirting with his granddaughter, knowing that he's married.
Wait a minute. How old is Levy's? You said Levy's.
The flirter.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, great.
Michael, the granddaughter is how old?
His granddaughter? I don't know. Look her up, guys. How old she is?
You said Grant was flirting with her. I didn't know she could be that young.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got to go watch this now just to see that, though.
But I want to look how old she is, because she's got to probably be around Nikita's age, maybe? My age? I don't know. No, maybe Nikita's. I'm 47. There's no way. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. He looks younger than me. He's younger than I am. He's probably in his late 30s.
That's what I'm trying to understand. This granddaughter. How old is she? She must look pretty hot, or what? Anyway.
A lot of good games tomorrow. I mean, you never know. Watch out for Houston. Yeah, they might have lost 2 times against the Chiefs, but you'll see what happens. Maybe Houston turns up the heat.
They've got to get an offense going, though. They lost a couple of games because they didn't have any offensive. Their defense is tough, though.
But the best game I can't wait to watch is Buffalo-Baltimore. That's like watching prime time.
I know, right?
That's the big game. And then Detroit and Washington, man. Watch out for Washington. Watch out for Jalen Daniels, Don Burr. You don't know what this guy could. You don't know. You better watch out.
I know. I'd actually like to see that happen, but I don't. Washington's not ready for that yet. Maybe next year.
Upset. Which one do you think you'll see an upset?
That's a good question. Which team's going to upset this week?
Who gets it right should win a Ronbo's trip vacation.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with CJ and the Texans, just because.
Yeah.
Patrick, I said they don't have an offense that's really scaring anybody, and the defense of the Texans is really tough.
And then, they're due to lose. This might be the time that the chapter ends for Kansas City.
Because I do not want them to get the three-peat, but I can see they're going to get it.
Nope.
Damn it.
But if they don't get it, we can breathe for relief, and then we can breathe relief once the Rams get beat Sunday. Then we can sit there and go, boy, I just can't wait. I can't wait to get the Eagles to smoke them.
They just think they're just so
hot.
So, but okay. But you know what? The Eagles have had a couple of stinkers this year, too. They could possibly lay an egg. Only a couple of stinkers, though. That game the Panthers game, Michael, what was going on with that? Oh, they may have taken the Panthers lightly.
Yeah, that's the problem. Look at the Rams taking the Bears lightly, and they got beat.
There won't be nobody taking anybody lightly in the playoffs, so, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole new ball game. And all you Rams fans, you better watch out. The candle the last light might be blowing out by Sunday after 3 o'clock.
Michael, I just realized something, though. The Panthers got tough coming down the stretch. Nobody just beat up on the Panthers. Ask Tony and what happened there. That was crazy.
Panthers might be a team to crawl up for 2025. They might be a team to watch out for, guys.
That surprise team that always comes out of nowhere. It's the Panthers, isn't it?
That's it. They might be the team to watch out in the NFC South. Better watch out. You never know.
No, I know.
Look at Denver making the playoffs this year. Look at Denver making it this year, Rumble.
Next year. Look out for Bo Nix and company.
Denver, Washington. You got Carolina. Who's going to be the AFC surprise team next year? That's going to be a mystery.
Bo Nix.
What do you guys think will be the...
It's going to be Denver.
Well, they made it to the playoffs this year. Yeah, but Denver made the playoffs this year. Who would think would be the next
surprise
Denver next year? Yep.
God, I can't imagine.
I don't know. It's a lot of surprises.
Hey.
Won't be the Raiders. We know that.
Michael, there it is. If there's going to be a surprise, because the Raiders suck. It's still.
Well, Sanders, if they get the quarterback, Sanders.
They'd also have to pick up this year. Okay, this is going to unfold later in the weeks to come. Michael, we got to go, and I will look for you.
All right, Rumbo. I'll talk to you Sunday. Yep. All right. Good luck. Eat his Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Burn, LA, burn. Let's go, Eagles.
Night, Mike. Michael, Michael did not say burn, LA, burn. No, he didn't say that. Yo, Bill.
Ronbo.
Bill, I know what you're going to say before we say it. How about that deal with the Titans trading for the first-round pick for Brock Purdy? I know you already heard it. Those are the kind of things that I know you... Go ahead. What?
More concerning problems now.
Okay. What concerning?
We're not going to get Robert Saleh.
No, I know.
They need to worry about... They need to find a better backup behind Robert Saleh because he's either going to end up in the Cowboys or another team that just didn't look for another coach because Dallas did a PR stunt by firing McCarthy when if I was Robert Saleh, I wouldn't take that job in Dallas.
Bill, I don't care what he's paying. I'm not working for Jerry Jones. Why would Saleh be that stupid? No. I mean, if anything, maybe the Jacksonville job. But, man, Jerry Jones is not where you want to go.
No, go to Jacksonville. Because you go to Dallas, you're ending your career right there. It's over.
Exactly. You'll be made to look bad. Mm-hmm. You may win a few games, but you're still going to be made to look like just Jerry Jones's puppet. You're not going to be able to be out there and be your own man.
And you know what? Robert Saleh is a good guy, and he ain't going to put up with stuff, but Jerry Jones got to try to push him around.
Sure he is.
Robert Saleh is not a yes man, and neither is Bill Belichick. So if y'all dreaming of that in Dallas, you all got something coming.
No, it was just
as long as Jerry Jones is the owner, he's running that establishment. And I watched a video a while back. I was going to play that, but I didn't have that pulled up so you could hear it from his own mouth. He bought that team for his entertainment and his purposes. he don't care about the fans.
No, well, yeah.
So
He's
any
made
of
that
you
clear.
Cowboy fans out there, you're supporting a team that only cares about your money and not your feelings. So if you think about you want to give up on them, now's the time to put that phony star down. That's just a rating, and give up.
And root for, if you want to stay in Texas, root for the Texans. The Cowboys is like, I mean, you know what? I believe what you just said about Jerry Jones too. That was for his entertainment, and Jimmy Johnson coming in there getting all the thunder was not going to continue. And that's why you see what you see. Jerry, if they win the Super Bowl, it'll be because I built this team. I put this team together, and that's why we've succeeded. I don't need nobody to tell me how to run my club. Jerry, you know, this is why I love beating the Cowboys, because, if Jerry ever wins, Bill, we're all going to have to quit football. He'll be talking trash forever.
That would have to help with several officiating. That would have to help with the Pope coming in and issuing blessings. That would have to come in with many religions blessing them. That would have to come with deflating the football. That would have to come with leaking the place. There's so many factors would have to come in for the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. Hell would have to start selling ice water. And hell would freeze over for the first time. Not going to happen.
It's not. You know, here's the thing, though. Next year, they're going to do the same thing, repeat the same, rinse and repeat. And they're going to come up with reasoning at the end of the season. So, you know, I'm already looking forward to it. Do we play the Cowboys again next year?
No.
Okay, good.
Absolutely not.
Because I don't want any injuries playing them clowns, man. Washington's going to take over that division anyway. Starting next year, that's Washington's division. Maybe if the Eagles can't hold on to all those players, because they got a lot of great players. I don't know how they're going to pay all that.
Well, would it be something if the Rams go and lose a Super Bowl and fall off the edge of the cliff? I'm actually down for that, Ronbo. I'm actually
haven't played. Let them get the Super Bowl. That would be fun. Yeah. Because since always talk about, the 49ers can't win any Super Bowls because their management's incompetent. Okay.
I want them to lose to the Chiefs. I want them to lose to the Chiefs in the Super
That
Bowl.
would be talk about poetic justice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I hope y'all beat those Eagles this weekend, and I hope you go to the Super Bowl, and I hope you lose it. I hope that you are winning, but just have the same medicine that they gave us on holding and no calls. Keep in mind.
So Bill, so then we can say things like, "Oh, there you guys go, blaming the refs again." Oh, I love it. Yeah, how you guys like those refs? Wasn't that special? How do you feel about that now?
Exactly. Well, y'all running your mouths and running your flap and not knowing what you're talking about, and they come in and start crying about how they were holding, and like they did the same to us.
How are they going to know? They've not been there. They played against Joe Burrows with a bad leg. So you know what? Well, they need to see what we're talking about. So.
Yeah, they need to go get the taste. They need to go get a taste of it. And I hope that they go so we can sit back and watch for entertainment purposes as they start getting held. Puka Nacua, two guys jumping on Puka Nacua's back. No flag. Yeah. Pass interference. No flag.
Or
two guys jumping over the line, helmet to helmet. What was their quarterback's name?
You mean their quarterback or our quarterback?
Theirs.
Are you talking about Patrick Mahomes?
No, the Rams. Who's the Rams quarterback?
Oh, Matt Stafford.
Stafford?
Yeah.
Yeah, helmet two times on Matt Stafford, no flag. And then come back
Bill, even better yet, okay, call it against us, but not them. Remember George Kittle? He made that play. They said he extended his arm against the defender, and George made a great catch, and they said, no! It's an offensive pass interference. Oh, you mother. Really? I seen that play just last week or a week before. Same exact play. It was not called that way, right? Yeah, I understand it. Different refs can call games different ways. But this is a very big game, ref. Stop determining the game. Let the players determine it. And so, you know.
Well, you know they're going to determine it against the Rams. That's the easiest team that the Chiefs could beat.
So, you know.
That's a guaranteed three-peat. Put the Rams against the Chiefs, I guarantee you the Rams are going to come up short big time, and we're going to be laughing at the end of the day. So let them go ahead and run their gauntlet in the playoffs. Each advance they make, I laugh. And when they walk into the big game and they face the Kansas City Chiefs and get whipped, I'm going to laugh hard. Now, as far as Brock,
real quick, because we got to go.
I hope they figure it out. When are you coming back on?
Sunday. The Rams are playing an early game. I thought they were playing in the afternoon, but no, they're playing the early game. Well, they're playing early afternoon. So we'll be in there somewhere around. Well, we can have fun after that game, if nothing else. All right.
Give me a 49er shout out.
I can do it today, too. A Niner! It's still a little tweaking to me doing it. It's getting there.
I will address Brock Purdy in the next conversation.
We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. All right, Bill. Night, fam. Yeah. Could be Stan the Man. I remember calling this name a while back, but I haven't called it for a long time. Yo, Stan.
Hey, what's going on, Ronbo?
Stan, man, was just kicking back here, looking like doo-doo because we got beat up. We're watching everybody else.
Yeah, I know it's been several months since I called in, man, but it has not been a good season for us.
No, man. I mean, we're getting trolled by each of the Texas boy in here talking about he don't want no trash 49ers coach running his team. Hey, Stan, can you imagine being a Dallas Cowboy fan? See, this is the kind of thing we have to put up with now since we fell from grace. It's all right, though. We'll be back, Stan.
Yeah, I personally know some Dallas Cowboy fans, and they're so delusional, and I'm just like, Jerry Jones runs that ship. Mm-hmm. He runs the show.
And that's the problem.
And if that organization is ran by him the way it is, you guys will never win a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Let the coaches coach, let the players play, and let the owners own. Do their role. But I want to touch on some other points too, though, man.
Go right ahead.
So, I'm coming in defense of Brock Purdy. Okay, Brock Purdy is our guy.
No problem. With me.
And I hear a lot of Niner fans kind of go back and forth. Yeah, but I just want to remind the Niner fans, I want to remind the Niner Nation that we don't even make the Super Bowl last year if it was for Brock Purdy. Huh? Because our defense was getting ran all over by Green Bay and Detroit.
Yep.
We had a two score deficit or something, 2-touchdown deficit in both games, and he brought us back. He got us into the Super Bowl and damn near almost won it.
Yeah.
So he's our guy. Now he does need to play a little bit better though. I'm not going to give him like a full pass.
No, and you should.
He made some ill-advised decisions and throws. He needs to get better with that, and I believe he will.
And he needs to stop trying to throw that home run ball all the time. There are times when a check down's okay, Brock. Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Always take what the defense gives you, and who cares about what the media says? If they call him a check down Charlie or whatever. He's stacking W's, and that's all that matters. And Patrick Mahomes did not play that well this year either, but he did enough to keep his team in winning situations, and they ended up winning.
Stan, Patrick Mahomes, he's getting. You see how many you watch any Chiefs games? Patrick is getting dropped into the dirt at a really high rate. I don't know if he's used to that, but he ain't getting no protection out there. And then the receivers, other than D-Hop, dropping the ball and carrying us. He remains cool though. I'm impressed with him. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's the measuring stick, but Mahomes didn't even make the Pro Bowl this year, which I'm sure he don't care about.
He doesn't, but
Pro Bowls are all about numbers and popularity. But
right? I mean, he always makes it.
Yeah, but the fact that he didn't make it, I don't know if that puts more fuel to his fire or what. I know in the end goal, he wants to be a champion. He wants to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
he has a mentality, but it's just to show that you don't have to worry about trying to impress the media or anything like that. Just run the offense effectively, and run it according to plan. And if you have to improvise, then improvise. And that's what I love about him, because Jimmy G didn't have that.
Yeah, Jimmy
G would panic and then throw a pick or something.
Yeah, because Jimmy's
but
his asset was his ability to get rid of the ball, but defenses don't always allow you to make that shot. You got to get out of that pocket. We can see. So yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, man, I can just go on all the things we had to deal with. Like, first of all, coming out the gate, we had the hardest schedule in the NFL.
Oh.
With the less rest time in between games.
And no rest, right?
Yes, we do.
They just did a number on the 49ers. But you know why, though, Stan?
Yeah.
First, I thought they were being mean, but the 49ers were one of the biggest attractions in the league last year. The NFL,
of course.
They don't care. They want to make money. Niners, we're going to put you guys on prime time and give you 2 Thursday night games, by the way. Stan, when the last time
and a lot of those teams,
has any team ever played 2 Thursday night games?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And there's just no rest time. And, but luckily this upcoming season, 2025, we have the easiest schedule, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Because we play a lot of the other last place worst teams in the league. I think the New York Giants, the Saints.
Look out for the Giants. I'm worried
the
about
Colts.
They can't be sorry forever.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna have some grinder games here and there, but if we have all our horses and all our warriors on the battlefield,
oh yeah, no,
we won't
nobody's gonna stop them then. But can we do that? Because that's our thing. People get hurt and they never get 1 or 2.
Yes,
we gotta have 5 and 6 dudes. Oh no, man, no.
The only thing that concerns me about Brock is, will his arm be healthy enough to get us, the Lombardi? Because you got to win at least 21 games to hold the trophy up. You got to not win 21, but you got to play in 21 games.
Yeah.
You got to play in 21 games, and then you hold up the Lombardi trophy at the end. Okay, unless you get the number 1 seed and you only got 20 games.
It's all about
but I'm like, do you think Brock Purdy can hold up for 4 quarters in 21 games?
I don't know.
That's going to be concerning.
Well, no, he gets hurt though. He gets other things get hurt other than his arm. Brock got beat up again last year. Didn't he miss 1?
Oh yeah,
2 games. Yeah.
Yeah, Brock's a warrior, man. Yeah, he definitely has that grit in him. Because I remember he had his ribs are cracked or whatever, and he went up to Seattle on Thursday night or something and busted their ass. I remember that.
Keep in mind too, Brock is his guys back. He doesn't have to do all the work. This is the thing. We don't have to rely upon his arm the whole game. That's not Shanahan's offense anyway. So I think he'll be fine.
I believe he will too. But before I get off here, I'm going to give you about 5 of these top priorities the Niners should have this season, okay?
Run them down real quick. Go ahead.
Number 1, re-sign Dre Greenlaw.
Oh, I forgot all about it.
Number 2, they'll get themselves a backup quarterback. Just in case Purdy goes down, we still got a chance at trying to win a Super Bowl. Okay? 3, take care of the DC coordinator position. Just get it out the way before the draft.
That's worrisome.
That way we're focused on who we want to pick defensively. Okay? And then number 1 pick in the draft should either be a defensive tackle or a defensive end. Okay? We have to go defense on the first round pick.
I kind of agree with that. I do. I want a monster.
Because if we don't, because we got a chance if we re-sign Greenlaw and get us a good monster up front to help stop the run, that will sustain us. But if we don't stop the run, we're not winning the Super Bowl.
No, you're not going to have a win. And
that's all I got to say about man.
No matter how bad the easy schedule is. Stan, good stuff. I'm looking for you Sunday.
All right, man. I'll keep in touch.
Hope so.
All right, man. Take care.
Night, Stan.
All right.
Yeah, I think the 49ers are going to. I'm pretty much. I've made up my mind on it. It's going to be a defensive lineman. 2A, Aaron. Aaron, come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
Aaron, we up, man. It's like it's time to mend them fences, patch and sew things up. Go out and put some sealant on them window seals because that water's running in here, So, we got some fixing up to do. And the thing is, funding is going to be an issue. I just thought about if JJ goes off and says, look, man, I ain't getting paid enough money around here. Y'all depend on me. And I block like nobody on this offensive. I mean, JJ might be the best blocker we have as far as, not named George Kittle on the offense. It's not an offensive lineman, right? So he is worth a lot more than he's getting paid. We'll see what happens, so.
Yeah, I mean, Jauan Jennings just a dog. Like, he's just very, very underrated.
Oh, God, yes. Not now, though. He's getting all his love now.
But, yeah, so, the first priority we gotta do is bring back Drake Greenlaw. And please build in the trenches, especially, the O-line and D-line.
Yeah, because the sexy play, the sexy positions are already filled. They just need to be on the field. Yeah, you don't need any more wide receivers. You don't need any more running backs. We need to re-sign some people. We got wealth on all of that. The sexy picture, the cornerback situation. Aaron, I like Bernardo Green versus Demo on the other side of the field. I mean, 49ers need to do, though. They just got to get, let's see who that other guy is going to be, though.
The pass rush.
Yeah, the pass rush is the thing.
Yeah, because, in the secondary, you got, Bernardo Green and Lenore, and Mustafa, so.
Oh, I forget about it. Mustafa said some things last week, too. They're pretty funny. About anybody that thinks the window closed on the 49ers, he's got news for that. But, yeah, I agree.
But, yeah, so we have a young, promising secondary, and
Double A, if they match that draft this last year that we just had again next year, look out. That was a quality draft this year.
Yeah, it's
on the offensive line.
Especially for Pearson was getting better the last few weeks.
God, I think he's gonna be hot. He's gonna be special. I can't wait to see what happens with Pearson. Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with Robert Saleh.
Yeah, I know this is really. Who we're gonna get the guy from the Lions? Is he okay?
Well, he's
gonna be able to bring his own people in. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, I think the one guy I bring in is Dennis Allen. He got fired by the Saints last year. He was the head coach for the Saints. But they say he's a really good defensive coordinator.
Coach.
Yeah.
Robert Saleh still. You know what? Robert Saleh, Jacksonville might sign him because I don't know if they're getting a lot of other people who want to do it. Actually, the Detroit offensive, the OC there, he's not. All of a sudden, he's hedging on whether he wants to leave Detroit or not, right? So, yeah.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. The 49ers are prepared to make him the highest paid DC in the game, too. So, If it's about the money.
Yeah, I heard that. So yeah. But yeah.
Oh, William Robinson.
And we also got
William's going to bed.
Oh, but yeah, and for Kittle, we got to extend him to be on 49er for life.
I gotta have George Kittle, man. Come on, man. And George, if anybody defines the 49ers, GK definitely does. You gotta have him.
Yeah.
His spirit, the way he fires up that locker room, George is definitely cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he really is. But I think the games this weekend I'm looking forward to it are the Lions and the Commanders. I think that's gonna be a shootout.
It could be a good game, huh?
Yeah, but I do expect the Lions to win, though.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I think that Washington's not quite ready for that kind of prime time, but it should be a fight. Cause man, Jaden, that dude is gonna be special. He looks really well polished for a rookie. He doesn't get scared.
Yeah.
He doesn't panic. And he can run out of situations that he can't find anything else to do, and he does that well. So we'll see.
Yeah, and also you got the Bills and the Ravens.
Yeah. If we say goodbye to Lamar one more time, Lamar's gonna be.
Yeah, I might be
mentally. I don't think he can get over it.
But,
who? What?
No, I said I might be a little biased, but I think the Ravens will win because of Derrick Henry.
Yeah, no. If they run the plays right, every now and then they forget Derrick's on the team. I'd be giving Derrick Henry the ball all day. Lamar can still do Lamar's things, and that'll make it easier for him to run out of that pocket too. The best thing they can do to the Bills is run. You can pass the ball, sure, but you'll ruin them if you try to run that ball too much, especially with Derrick Henry. And then if that ain't bad enough, Lamar starts running. Oh, no. There's nothing they can do.
Yep.
They might be.
Yeah, so that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah. That's why they're the ones playing the Sunday night game. I thought the Rams and Eagles, because Eagles are putting on a show these days too, so I figured they put, but no. Yeah. Baltimore and yeah, I understand that. That makes sense. Because the Ravens versus the Bills makes more sense. Oh my God, that's gonna be crazy. Anyway, fam, I'm gonna see you Sunday.
All right, Ronbo.
Appreciate you.
Have a good night, fam.
Thanks. Night, Double A. And 49 Brian says, "Glad you're feeling better. Do people on your big show still want Darnold? Big Show, do you still want Darnold? I threw that flag and you." No, Darnold is. Even Rudy's stupid joke stopped over next. 49ers got rid of Sam Darnold to keep that trash what you guys got over there. And here's why. I might even have a little respect for the Rams, but for not their fans. I used to think the Cowboy fans had something similar to what they do, what the Rams are trying to do. But the Cowboys have a pedigree. The Rams ain't got a damn thing. This is what I find more annoying about them. In 70 years, they got 2 damn championships, and they're talking like, yeah, we're right up there with the Steelers and the Patriots, and you guys are trash. Hey, oh my God. Speaking of which, Marketing Pro's on the phone. Get on in here, MP. And by the way, for the record, MP, you, I find somewhat entertaining. Your brethren, though, are really a pain in the ass. Marketing Pro, he had to get another sip of Hennessy, or that dog finally got him. Marketing Pro's dog is a 49er fan. Brian, thanks for that contribution. Brian, you ought to come in and pretend to be Marketing Pro. Marketing Pro, we're not going to wait for you.
Yo, Ronbo, what it do, player? You know, the playoff juggernaut Rams. Just like I told you, player, Witherspoon, Big Dog Spoon was going to lock up Jefferson.
Did he?
And he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he got handcuffed in the second half, and then I told you Sam I See Ghost was going to get rocked by the modern day.
I mean, Jefferson's so wide open on that one play, it was just silly. So I don't know what Sam's problem was.
And did you see the modern day Lawrence Taylor, Gerard Burst do that backflip in the end zone?
Yeah, I saw that, though.
You already know the Rams are the worst nightmare on Elm Street in the NFL. Even Mahomes don't want to see the Rams.
You think so?
With his hermit voice, like, you know, he would have Philly. Nobody wants to see the Rams.
Well, he's going to have Philly, so I guess he'll be okay then.
And thank Jesus for Philly. I wanted Philly is the best matchup for the Rams, and we got what we wanted.
You didn't want Detroit?
Rams fans are happy all over.
Okay. Well, good. I'm happy for y'all if you're happy about that. I mean, as long as you guys are happy about that, that's good. Okay.
And let me tell you what's going to happen.
Okay.
Hurts is going to start to see them Gerard versus Ghost.
You think so?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hurts is going to be scared when he gets decleated. You know what I mean? His cleats going to be up in the air.
Oh.
When Burst goes in there like Goldberg and spears him to the ground. And then on the flip side, you got Matthew. Dime, Stafford, top 5 all time. He's cooking. He got his groove back. You know what I'm saying? So, Ronbo, how impressed were you by the Rams?
No, they look vicious against the Vikings. They looked like they were a serious deal. I'm already.
Well, I'll take your time. By the way, how's your health, man? You doing better?
Well, it's better than it was. I mean, it was really bad a few days ago. I had to stop. But actually, your defensive front, I am impressed.
The fearsome foursome. That's what they're called. And you know what I'm saying?
That's a little
and you know, it's the McVay factor. It's that McVay season. Playoff season is McVay season, and the Rams are activated. The Super Bowl activated because that team is dangerous because they believe they could win the Super Bowl. So I'm going to tell you who we're going to face in the NFC title game. To my displeasure, it's going to be the Redskins. I know that you guys call them the Commanders, but I like calling them the Redskins. It's going to be Rams, Redskins NFC title game, and the Rams is roller coaster to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying, player?
Yeah, I know. You need to think this way. I can't blame you, actually. I mean, you guys have come and already overachieved. So to get to the NFC CG would definitely be special, given that you'd have to go through the
It's going to be a fun playoff season. It's going to be on. So I know you're going to be watching that game Sunday, right?
Oh,
you're going to be watching.
Absolutely.
For sure. And shout out to the chat. You know, I appreciate you guys supporting the Rams during the playoff season. And shout out to the 49ers Empire. You guys will be back. Just need to retool a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But, Ronbo, you really want to pay Purdy $60 million. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, this is what the market's calling for. Now, there's other guys out there that are getting paid that didn't do a damn thing. I mean, I look at Jordan Love and what's the Miami quarterback? Talanoa. Not Talanoa. I keep getting Talanoa, my safety. And anyway, you look at how much money he got paid. You look at Jordan. Jordan just laid an egg in the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence looked like poo-poo all year. And then the king of overpaid, Dak Prescott. You know, if they're going to get paid, how are you not going to pay Brock?
Well, I think Purdy, Lady Luck kind of played his way because Dobbs really stunk it up. And the other guy didn't do good either. So yeah. Kyle's looking at it like this, and I'm like,
What am I
damn, I don't have any other options.
But then again, those other quarterbacks I just mentioned, you no matter what, Brock's already put up the display he needs to get paid. You're not going to judge him. He does 2 great seasons and 1 bad season. You're not going to get judged. They're not going to judge him on this, especially with the situation being as it was. Quite frankly, if Brock had everything lined up the same way he did the year before, I got to tell you, Market, I doubt very seriously whether you guys would be in the playoffs.
And Ronbo, here's another rumor, though.
I know the Titans are going to give a number 1 pick. Yeah.
And Brock. And the other rumor is Aaron Rodgers, he is eyeing Santa Clara. It's going to get interesting.
Him and Kyle will not get along for 5 minutes. And Tom Brady was supposed to come to us when we had Jimmy Garoppolo that year. People got to know, Kyle wants a quarterback he can work with, not against. So Brady and Rodgers
at this point, though, Rumble, I think Rodgers and Kyle need each other. So feelings mutual.
No, nobody needs that drama in Santa Clara. The kind of clubhouse the 49ers have built, Rodgers doesn't fit. You just don't want him in there.
Well, remember, Rodgers always wanted to be a 49er from when he was a kid. So,
when he came out of the draft. Or came into
I'm just saying, if he ends up on the Niners with that Shanahan system,
I
think
I wanted to be a 49er as a kid too, partner.
I mean, a lot of people
shout out to, what was that, 49ers, Brian? You know what I mean? I got to send you some Rams gear, player.
It's Jack. No, also, nobody's going to pick up a Rodgers contract. What is he getting paid? For what he does? No. I wonder where he's going to end up, though. But it ain't going to be San Francisco.
Mark and Pro know the score for the big O.
Rodgers is not coming to San Francisco. Apple. You guys would love to see Rodgers come to San Francisco, wouldn't you? He is not coming.
I'm just trying to help the 49er fans out because, a lot of them tell me, like, we want Aaron Rodgers.
He went on and destroyed. I was like, the wide receiver over there, was this Garrett? He wants out. He said, Rodgers comes back, I'm out of here. He is not that kind of element you want to drop into that 49er system. We need somebody who's out there for the team, not just
You're going to need somebody to go up against Matthew Dime Stafford, 2-time Super Bowl champ. You heard it here first from Mark and Pro. We going Super Bowl.
Second and third and fourth.
You know what I mean? 2 times.
Yeah.
We going to do it. But again, man, cheers, player. Cheers to the 49ers Empire. Shout out to OG Ronbo Sports. Shout out to Rams Nation, certified Papa Dragon. Shout out to Ronbo fans' favorite Big Show, Rams Nation certified. So I'm out, player. I gotta pour me another drink.
I knew you would. That's coming up. Night Market Pro.
Shout out to the Ronbo Sports. Peace out. Rams Nation. Get that Rams gear. Dime Stafford.
Listen, hey, Tommy's playing the blues for Marketing Pro.
What the hell was that freaking hogwash I had to listen to?
Marketing Pro.
What the hell?
Tommy, that's why I'm so amused.
Is that the matchup you wanted? The number 1 rush offense in the league, the 20th some rush defense? No.
Yeah.
You don't want that matchup. In the snow with your kicker who's not that good in a close game? Nah.
I don't understand. He's got to be kidding, right?
What a matchup I do like?
Which one?
Is Lions and the Rams, because the Lions definitely do not want to see the Rams again.
The Lions are missing some pieces. If they had all their defenders, it might be a little more missing. But I think if the Eagles play the Lions, I think the Lions might be in trouble. As good as they play. But they look different in Detroit, Tommy. My God, they look crazy good.
No, but they've never lost on the road, though.
Yeah, but that game they played against the Vikings, I've never seen that defense look that intense.
They looked really good. I was like,
man,
how the hell did they just dial up all that pressure with nobody's
overnight? You know what, Tommy? A lot of teams the NBA does that a lot, but I've never seen that in the NFL. Some teams save something for the playoffs. That's what it looks like they did.
Yeah. So. I mean, I don't want to come in here and diss the Rams because, we got respect for the Rams, especially that defensive line. I don't know how to, It's imagine what happens when you don't say F them picks, right?
I know, right? They could have started building this team a while back, but nah. We're going to buy this Super Bowl this time, and then we'll worry about everything else later, which it worked. So, I can only say so much about that.
Dude, I mean, going cross-country, playing in the snow, I think it's going to be close. I got the Eagles winning that, but I don't know what Market Parents, what he's smoking to think that the
drinking, you mean?
Washington
That's
Salamanders are going to beat the Lions. No,
they're not quite ready.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's going to be
a little tougher
shootout,
next year, but they need a little more seasoning.
But they got slow ass freaking Bobby Wagner. What the hell is he going to do?
See, that's one of the things.
He's going to go, wait up, guys, I'm coming. Freaking old ass. Actually, I don't know. I mean, he's kind of ageless, but dude, come on, he's not gonna be able to. Look at all the Pro Bowlers on that offense.
I know.
It's ridiculous. The Lions. No, they're not gonna stop it because their defense isn't that good.
Yeah, the Lions defense. I want to see if they continue. We'll see what they look like this week because what I saw last week, I did not believe. I said, Jesus Christ. The Lions looked good earlier in the season, but they're overwhelming out there today. And I'm not seeing them look like that. So, we'll see.
It's their playoffs to lose. This is their year to make it happen. And if they don't, shame on them.
Don Burr, addressed to you. Yeah.
But, if they won the Super Bowl, I wouldn't be mad. Be happy for Don Burr.
You got to feel sorry for them. Them or what's the the Bills? I mean, they've been around for years.
You know what?
The Bills more so even than the Lions. The Lions have stunk for a long time. The Bills have been great on several different occasions and still lost.
I'm picking Lamar. Normally it would just because that run game is ferocious, and the Bills can't stop the run. They're kind of like the Rams of the AFC, but
and us.
Of course, the Rams have a way better pass rush.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Lamar's under a lot of pressure, Tommy. I wonder. I think it gets to him.
Yeah.
He's getting all kind of flack about MVP. Hey, how about winning the Super Bowl and stop crashing out in the playoffs as soon as you get there? Now, see, that's gotta. Can you imagine, Tommy? You're sitting there in a quiet, say, with your own thoughts, and you're repeating some of the things you've heard. They think I can't do this. I'm not even sure if I can do it myself. I got to get it done. And there goes the pressure. I got to get it done. You can't relax. You can't play.
I know.
For him.
He just got to, I don't know. I hate the Ravens, but I like Lamar because he's so good. I mean.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Such an athlete.
Let Derrick Henry do most of the work. Henry loves that stuff.
Oh, yeah. And Derrick Henry, he's ridiculous. I don't even know who was better, him or Saquon. They're both just great.
Oh, I know, right? Flip a coin.
Yeah, it pains me to say this from my gut, but fly, Eagles, fly.
I just don't, man, wow. It would be fitting, too. Ravens versus Eagles in the Super Bowl. And now you've got starring running backs on both teams. The league may be thinking that way, Tommy. There may be some manipulation going on in this next 2 weeks.
Who knows? My pick was the Eagles and the Bills in the Super Bowl, but I guess it's Bills-Ravens now because I'm picking the Ravens this week. So.
Yeah. Well,
but anyway, one more thing about the D.C. situation. I don't know what they're doing, putting their eggs in one basket. There's so many great options out there. And
they just assume too much.
I can't. Dennis Allen. You got Olbrich, who they haven't even interviewed yet.
Oh, that's right. He was on the table.
Lou Anarumo. He seems like he had to solve the Mahomes issue.
I was going to say, how do you feel about him? You think he'd be a good fit?
I think so. He just didn't have the horses, but I guess that's the thing with Sorensen, though. And speaking of Sorensen, I wish they would just get rid of this guy. Kyle's just playing favorites. Oh, you're my buddy. He's a great coach. Really? If he's a great coach, why didn't any of the players improve? The only player that improved was Demo because he had a different DV coach.
Oh, that's right, huh?
So that proves he's not a good coach. Get this guy out of here, man.
He's
I'm
got
sorry.
no experience.
But,
he shouldn't have been appointed that spot in the first place. And Staley, apparently, I don't know what, Kyle's got this allergic reaction to Staley for some reason. So we don't even know what he does.
Oh, jeez. I think their backup plan is Staley, who, oh, God, I do not want him there. And he's the 3-4 guy anyway.
I know, right? Kyle's already said I'm open to switching. Doing. But Kyle, no, you can't switch now.
Nah, dude, you can't. I don't know if I talked about this, but you don't want Nick Bosa out in coverage.
No,
come on.
I do not. And he does his best work coming off that edge. So that's why you picked him anyway. So, well, Tommy, I'll see you Sunday, and to be laughing after that game or during it, one or the other. We're gonna find out if the Rams are as good as they think they are.
All right, shout out Marketing Pro for your. I don't know, the first part of it was just like hard to listen to, but you had some good points, I guess. But watch Philly take advantage of those linebackers. They're still, you don't value linebackers, and that's going to bite you in the ass.
Oh, God. and the way Saquon ran last time, are they dramatically better than they were a few weeks ago? We'll see, because if Saquon doesn't run all over them again, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, they're going to try and stop the run, so we'll see.
They have to.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right, Tommy.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure.
All right.
I'll see you Sunday.
Talk to you Sunday. Have a good weekend. Glad you're feeling better. I am finally, too.
Hey, we got to get better. All right, Tommy. Have a great night, fam.
Yep. Okay, later. You too.
Yo, Jalen. Is Alshar playing tomorrow? Yeah, he probably is. Unless he gets, he didn't do anything to get kicked off, did he? Because Alshar, was it? Him and Dre together, just hilarious stuff. I mean, they both get fined. I'm here, yeah.
Is that you, Ronbo?
That's me.
Great Ronbo Sports.
Get in here, Jalen. What is up?
If it ain't been too long, it's been about 2 weeks, Ronbo. How you been?
Yeah, no, I came down with something. I have no idea what it is. It got in my chest. The weirdest thing, I've not got no runny nose, no sore throat, no body aches or anything, just the chest. I've never had a condition like this. But I know one thing, it's starting to die out now because that Herculean immune system's starting to kick ass. Let me stop talking trash. Jalen, come on in, man.
Ronbo, wow. Well, what is this now? Year 9? This is going to be year 9?
Yeah. Jalen,
wow.
Okay, so you're going to start off that. You got to start from the new start. How many years Ken Shannon's been with us and failed?
I mean, I wasn't going to say anything about him failing. I just needed to know, what year was this?
This is 9 years. No, actually, he came. Wait a minute. Wait. Shannon came in 2017-18.
Yeah, but this is still like the ninth season he's been with us. Yeah, I know, right? Time flies, man.
No, Jalen, I'm trying to understand your math. Okay, anyway, let's leave it at that then. I want to see where you're going with this. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I was just trying to. I was just about to ask you. Do you think that we're gonna be able to not rebuild our team in a draft, but do you think that we can draft enough people to make a difference this year, or do you think we're gonna have to spend some money in free agency?
They don't have any money to spend in free agency other than signing their own people. What I hope they do, though, is match the draft quality that they did this last season. That was a good draft this past season. They got a lot of good people for a draft that size.
I mean, they did. We got the safety. That safety. We got that lineman, Purdy, the running back.
Yeah.
Ron, I really wish we could.
Don't forget Renardo.
I'm still kind of iffy on Ricky.
Wait, Pooney and Ricky, give him a chance because Ricky didn't have no preseason like everybody else. I mean, he's downtown getting blasted, comes back in a few weeks later. Ricky's something special.
Yeah, Ronbo, but it was a stretch in which he was
Detroit
out there, but he wasn't out
versus
there.
everybody.
There was some stretches in which Ricky Pearsall was playing, but he wasn't getting any targets or anything.
That was intentional, and they were talking about that. Ricky was just like a lame duck and drawing the defense. That's going to change. They treat him like a rookie. Jalen, if there's one thing I agree with you, kind of sometimes needs to drop some of his policies. If Ricky's open, throw him the damn ball. So, this he'll get the ball a lot next year, like Ronnie Bell at first year. They threw a few times to him. The second year he got more than he should have, made me mad. So, we'll see what he looks like next year.
Ronbo, I can't believe that we sat up there and let what was that guy? I really want that offensive lineman from Tampa Bay that year. Tristan Wirfs.
Oh,
I didn't think we needed that. I just feel like we should have been prepping for a left tackle, Ronbo.
Who did we pick that year? Did we have a first round pick that year?
We did, Ronbo. We had two. We had.
Oh, that's when we picked up
Javon Kinlaw and IU. We could have gotten an offensive lineman that year.
Yeah.
Because now Trent Williams, he getting a little long in the tooth. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to start prepping for who we gonna put on that left side.
Yeah, well, they should have started that 2 years ago. So yeah, Tristan Wirfs would have been a good idea. We always do that with that particular offense, that particular part of the line. Remember that year we could have got Vita Vea, we got Mike McGlinchey.
But we could have kept Trent Brown, honestly.
Yeah.
We're being real.
And got Vita Vea, but Trent Brown had pissed him off already because they told Trent when he came into that season, don't come in here looking as big as you are now. We need you to trim down. And Trent came in there bigger than ever. And that just made everybody
nobody
mad.
could get past that big bastard, though.
I know, right? That's Vaughn.
You couldn't get past Rom. I mean, when you 6'8", you gonna be that big. He's 6'8".
I know, man. He takes a lot of food to fill him up. I know.
I mean, look at Mike McGlinchey, Ronbo. He was getting thrown like tossed because he was so goddamn light. Did you not see how guys were throwing him?
I know he was. Every time I think about that time that I think there was a cornerback or somebody had McGlinchey's feet flying all up in there. I said, get your ass up. You're embarrassing the entire Niner Empire. Oh, my God. How much does that dude that hit you weigh? And you roll. Mike had his feet in the wrong place. If you're in bad position like that, that can happen to you. I blame Chris Forrester, too. Chris, what do you and Mike talk about during practice? My God, what's going on with this footwork?
I have no earthly idea why on God's green earth Kyle decided to take that man. But hey,
he's supposed to be. Well, he was good at run. He's a good run blocker, and Kyle wants to run the ball.
Ronbo, you can't protect the quarterback.
No, I mean, and not even a little bit. If he was just 70% good, I'd let that go. But no, he wasn't.
No, he was not a good pass blocker. I mean, I hope that Kyle decides to try to focus on the offensive line, Ronbo. That's important, Ronbo. Look at the Lions. Look at Jared Goff. Look at how he's able to look because the offensive line was a focal point.
I know.
We have to focus on the offensive line, Ronbo.
Got to build it. Yeah. Even Sam Darnold looked as good as he did all season long because he started off the season with an outstanding offensive line. And then, of course, he started getting hurt, but still, that's why he looked like he did. An average quarterback can look great with a good offensive line. A good quarterback can look outstanding.
Ronbo, there's no reason we should have saw Brock Purdy running as much as he did this year.
And especially for his life. Brock was running before he got killed. I mean, as soon as the ball was snapped, the defender was right there. I said, man, you can't stop him any better than that, guys. God, that's just so sad.
Ronbo, that's the same reason why Jimmy G got hurt. All of those, remember, we lost those 4 quarterbacks that one year. You would think after losing 4 quarterbacks, you'd address the offensive line.
Well, Kyle blames other things, I think. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but yeah, that's
offensive line is important, Ronbo. You have to. Ronbo, it starts up front. It starts up front. We have to take care of the offensive line.
And the thing is about Brock, even the year before that offensive line wasn't all that great. That's when he showed his worth. They were blitzing on every shot, and Brock was getting that ball out, hitting receivers right and left. That's when I knew this dude. And I even then I said, get him an offensive line and watch him work. They've not done that yet because you know why, Jalen? Because that year I'm talking about, that first year when he came in against the Dolphins and went the rest of the way, and every team he played blitzed him, and he still weathered that storm and got that ball off. 49ers fans say, I guess he'll be okay then. No, he won't. Get him some help out there. And, that's where we are now. Because if you ain't got no receivers.
I hope we, Kyle, I can hope all over. I've got 8 years of sample size to show that he's not going to do the right thing. Ronbo, I think he's going to take a running back. I seriously think that. But I really hope he addresses the offensive line this year.
Yeah, we'll see. He got Puni. That's a start. At least
we need
at
tackles,
something.
Ronbo. Them tackles up. We need some tackles.
No, I know. Those are always hard to find and very expensive. We'll find them. They have to.
We'll be fine, Ronbo.
Man, you think about
it.
That's what I always say.
Fourth in the NFC West,
Yeah, Jalen. Good to hear from you. I was wondering where you were the other day. I was looking for you. I'll see you Sunday.
Let me get a shout out, Ronbo.
I can do it today too. Nana! It's still a little out of control. Yeah.
Night, Ronbo.
Night, Jalen. I better not do that again. No, I'm aggravating it. Yo, Beto. Bethel. Thanks, Adrian. Bethel.
Hey, Rumble.
Bethel, man, we're sitting here looking at Jauan Jennings, who it has already been put out there that he may be holding out because he knows he's better than what he's getting paid. Jordan Mason, you don't let that kind of running back walk. That's a waste. You could get something for him if you insist on letting him walk. And as I say, Jauan Jennings, I don't know, man. When you say that, you think about Debo and the place he's holding. Would it be better filled with Jauan Jennings? I mean, Bethel, go ahead, man. What are you thinking?
Well, there's a lot to think about, but it's up to the office and the coach and everybody if what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's they want to do that or they want to make the team better, then they're gonna have to either do some sacrificing and just basically give whoever does a good job the job, and whoever does a sorry job, let them go.
You can. Bethel, the bad thing about that, you can't tell to the end of the season. Now, Debo's been demonstrating how serious he is for the last 2 years. Now, when Debo was focused and into it, some of the mistakes we've seen him made this last year don't happen. He does drop the ball on occasion, but not to the rate that he did this year. The play that he was made famous coming out of the backfield no longer is effective. So those things you got to sit down and take a real good hard look at and maybe make a difficult decision. But
because they already know what to expect
immediately
when they know that somebody like before they didn't know Debo could do stuff like that. But now that you expect it, now you break yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just hit harder.
Work on it all week long before you play the 49ers. It looked like Debo come around that corner and the defense was waiting. They looked like they were waiting for him.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're gonna use Debo, you're gonna have to probably use him as a decoy if you're gonna use him.
As long as that works, because pretty soon that won't work. Because people say, "Man, they ain't using Debo, man. Watch Ricky." Watch JJ,
Yeah, and that's when they're watching them, then that's when you're going to have to change it up and, start using Debo or, start using whatever weapons you have to use.
Hey, because Bethel, I got JJ, I got AB, and I got Ricky. I'm happy. If Debo could come in there and add something to that, I'm not sure what he would, but,
Yeah, because Kyle has to know, when to do a decoy move and when to, when to do it the other way. So.
Yeah, because in Kyle's offense, he always has at least one receiver that's clearing out the defense, which is fine.
Yeah.
But don't use the same guy every time.
Yeah, and one thing also that, do you know how much playoff wins do the Rams have?
Was it 6?
I could tell you they only have 24 playoff wins. The 49ers are in first place. We have 38 wins for the playoffs.
No, you mean overall? Yeah, no.
Yes.
They're not. They want to be. They're not in the same league with the 49ers, but they really insist upon acting as if. So, they have to be beaten up so they can shut up.
Yeah, so, they have to win, 15 more or 20 playoff more wins to at least catch up to us?
All right. Where we currently are, meaning that we don't go to any more playoffs for another 3 seasons until they catch up?
Yeah.
That's why I was laughing at somebody. You guys haven't had a Super Bowl. You haven't had a Super Bowl win in 30 years. And then I say, but that gave you ample opportunity to catch up. What happened to you? No answer.
They had a bunch of time to catch up, so they're not gonna. And then plus, next season, if they're gonna have to do something with either they're gonna have to sign Brock for a decent contract, because if you don't, they're gonna regret it, because if we go to the playoffs, or we go to Super Bowl, or we win the Super Bowl, his price is gonna go way up, and you're gonna be too late.
Well,
do it right now where it's minimal damage.
I mean, quarterbacks don't play their last season. Yeah. They got to sign him. And as I say, you look around at quarterbacks around the league that just stunk it up, and a lot of those guys are really high price paid. I mean, you can't look at Brock and say, well, we don't think you're worth it because you're only good because of the fact that you have good players around you. Duh. How many quarterbacks out there doing great with bad players around them? So that's why when people keep saying that, I say, what are you talking about? The organization is responsible to put him in a position to win. Doesn't matter who he is.
Yeah.
You're supposed to build a team around him. It's not about get a quarterback out there. He's got no help whatsoever. If he can win with that team, then we'll sign him. I mean, this is just a pick on Brock. That's all. That's the reason why people say that.
Oh, Brock, when he has enough protection and he has his as long as he could have any right receiver, as long as they catch the ball, he'll be good. He just needs that protection.
Yeah, and as I say, he doesn't need forever. The line just has a hole for at least 3 seconds. They don't do that often. So because he's got the playmakers. I mean, he was missing Ayuk. Ayuk was a big difference in the play, more than what I knew. Jennings is going to be very special. He's already proven that. And Ricky Pearsall, I got a feeling George Kittle's going to be George Kittle. You put all that together, and people will leave Brock Purdy the hell alone, even if he doesn't have an offensive line. That's what I noticed.
Because how many times we've seen receivers drop a lot of good balls. Brock would have had better yards, more yards, and more more everything, better everything if their players would have caught a lot of the balls that he threw.
Yeah, it comes down to that pretty often. Yeah, look at Mahomes that year that he suffered. These guys would not catch the ball to save his life. Patrick, they did that to him this year, Bethel. He didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. It's funny that they call him the MVP, but he didn't do shit this year.
I know, right? So I've got respect.
They should give the MVP to the referees.
Yeah, and
that's who they should give them to.
Every year, Bethel. That's it. Referees always come in, usually at the right time, and make the right play for the right team. Whomever's on the list of who's supposed to win today.
Yeah, I haven't really been seeing the playoffs that much because they're boring. But
well, know this: the Rams will get yet another opportunity to notch up on the 49ers. And then 5 or 6 years from now, when they're still sitting there at 2, and still talking. It'll be funny. I suspect in 5-6 years, the 49ers will indeed win a Super Bowl. Coaches like Kyle Shanahan do eventually win. There's been other coaches like that. He'll win.
Yeah.
And then what will they say will be the funny thing. Well, you guys only got one in this century, and we got two. They'll never run out of material. It's always comedic.
Oh, no. I actually was seeing something that actually, I think the Lions offense coordinator is probably after if they make the Super Bowl or after the Super Bowl or before, depends on when they get out. But the offense coordinator that they're offering a 5-year deal.
Who's
and they're actually offering.
No, who's offering that?
I think I heard this from a Dallas Cowgirls fan.
Oh no! That he'll never work for the Cowboys because you've got to go in and sign a piece of paper saying Jerry Jones has in writing big, huge letters. Now remember one thing: I'm in charge. You just do like I tell you.
But they offer him $125 million for 5 years.
Well, we got a number out there already.
That's a lot of money.
You might not be worried about being Jerry's lackey. Nah, we'll see.
That kind of money.
We'll see. Bethel, we got to go.
Yeah,
I will see you Sunday, and bring your champagne as we can get the Rams from out of here with this ridiculous conversation they bring every time you see them. Anyway, see you Sunday.
I know. Hit the like. Let's go, Niners.
Yes, Kyle's not going to get beat forever. This is one thing people don't understand about Kyle Shanahan. Now, he's making mistakes out there in a head coaching situation. But remember, he's built that team. It's been very tough the last few years. We can't ignore that. Hey, yo, JT.
What's up, Ronbo? What's going on?
JT, man, we're just sitting there, man. We're looking at the situation and the problems we got and how the 49ers will iron them out if they can. They always seem to, though. JT, this is the thing about the 49ers organization. When Kyle and John, they're football guys. This is why I like them. Because even though injuries beat us up, nothing else does. If it wasn't for the injuries, there's no telling where the 49ers would actually be. They would have won one of these Super Bowls, I got a feeling. But as it is,
I'll tell you what it will be. I'll tell you what we should have been. We should be where the Rams are at right now, realistically. That's where we should be.
They wouldn't have won the division had the 49ers been healthy.
We should be the ones playing Philadelphia.
Yeah. And we know how to handle
That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
But I kind of seen that coming when we hired Sorensen with him not having the experience and all. I thought that was a bad move from Jump Street. I was pretty pissed off about it. I remember that like if it was yesterday. I was freaking hot.
So JT,
and
about cherry picking our coaches like that. I mean, we're gonna lose. We could lose coaches this year, but the past years you lost D'Amico, you lost Sala. Other teams, when other teams call in and say, "Can we talk to?" No, I mean, why can't we ever do that? Once in a while, they won't do it.
Oh, they always pluck staff from us, because we're a winning organization. They want a piece of, the pie.
Oh.
That's what that is, I would love to have Salah, but the downside to that is, I think we're just going to have him for like a year, and then he's just going to get plucked.
Yeah,
and that's the downside of it. But the good part about it is, we could potentially win the Super Bowl next year, even if he just comes for a year.
I know.
I'm down with that.
Because they'd be fired up.
If we can get him, I'd take Salah in a heartbeat. But if not, Ronbo, I don't see why don't we, do our due diligence. I'd like to see them kind of go after Gus Bradley. If not Salah, I'd rather go after Gus Bradley as their defensive coordinator than, because he's out there. I don't know,
There's the Detroit defensive coach too. I forget his name. He's in the mix. The 49ers seem to like him. I keep seeing his name being mentioned in all the dailies all the time.
Oh, what's his name? Ben Johnson? Or?
No. This is defensive coach.
Oh, defensive coach.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Anyway, they keep mentioning his name.
If I hear his name, what is it?
Deshae?
The Shea. Oh, yeah. I seen that. I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
His name keeps popping up, so I'm not sure why. But are they leaning toward him? I don't know. Because they seem to like what the Detroit
And
Lions are
another
doing
thing,
defensively,
too,
I guess.
I kind of like that. I do not like the fact that they're considering giving Sorensen
I just have to give him a job.
He's the runner up. Yeah, I don't want him to be in this. I'm good with him being a special teams coach.
Yeah,
because I don't want that. I don't want this. I don't want a repeat of what happened this past year.
JT,
I'm
when's the
good
last
with
time we
all
had a good
that.
special teams? It hasn't been since Tony Montana. The thing is, this is every year since then. Because remember, we used to talk about that deep special teams. I mean, these dudes are badass. I mean, the kickers are good. We got dogs that come down on the kickoff that do an excellent job. I mean, it was bad.
I wish they'd go after that one coach from Dallas, the special teams coordinator from Dallas, the one that Dallas got. I forget his name, but I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, because one thing that I wonder who picks out the draft picks when they're going after players they know they're going to use on special teams. That return man the Dallas Cowboys have, that's a frightening dude. Actually, that's
Ronbo,
why we got Cowan, so.
Hey, Ronbo, I've been on the chat and I've been gassing these Rams fans. I go by my name, my natural name, John Thomas, is short for JT.
Oh, okay.
But I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying if, more or less when they lose come Sunday, and I'm talking about these Rams.
Yeah.
I want you, please, dedicate a show for the downfall of the Rams this come Sunday. I want to see it. I'd love to see it.
You know what? I think
I don't see why not. The Rams fans, they give you hell all the time.
I fully agree, and they hang out with us all the time. We need to treat them like we know them really well, and we do.
Yeah.
So if they lose
they
Sunday,
love to come in.
dedicate a show to them Monday or Sunday. Monday.
Let's give it to them on Monday.
Yeah. And we talk about how bad we feel. And JT really laid on thick. Talk about how sorry we feel. They got in there and they've been struggling since the last 3 years, and they finally got up on their feet. We came down for a minute and they didn't make it up to where they wanted to go. It's too bad because they might not be able to get there because we should be fine next season. I mean, just go on and on.
Ronbo, I could see it now. That would be an interesting show.
So much fun. They would go off on us. We'd have to, Brams, if we do have that show, rules still apply. You will be blocked.
You will be blocked. And hey, it's your show, Ronbo. You do what you want. I'm just throwing a suggestion out there. I just thought it would be hella funny.
It would be. I was good. Last week, because the fires are raging in SoCal, I was going to set up a watch party for them against Minnesota. Fortunately, I didn't, because I felt it's just a little too nasty to be doing that to them, right?
No,
because there's people in L.A. we all love, not Rams fans in particular, but you know.
Hey, Ronbo. It's just football talk. We talk smack. It goes back and forth all the time. It's nothing personal. I love people. I feel bad for the people in LA out there. They're our brothers and sisters too.
Yes, indeed.
I get that, but it's just football talk. It's nothing personal.
Yeah, I know.
As far as
make sure everybody
goes,
realizes that's our MO. We're not disrespecting the fact that people are losing their lives and property. We're just talking about the Rams in general. We don't appreciate their existence. So we are here to talk about them because they're always giving us grief every chance they get. So we got to give it back.
Hey, yeah, I see you marketing blow. Yeah, come Sunday, get ready to get on your knees, man, because this Sunday you're going to be I'm gonna be looking for you, even though I don't expect to see you. I'm gonna be looking for you come Monday night.
See, Rams fans, that's why we don't like you people. See, because you don't act right. Look at Tony. Tony's a Falcon fan. He doesn't come in with all that disrespect. Look at Eric.
Hey, I love
Eric
Tony Wright.
Fan.
That's my guy. He be cracking me up every freaking time I come up and watch the show.
I mean, Eric
love
comes
that
in,
guy.
and he doesn't come in and disrespect him. Even Texas boy knows when to quit. Well, at least 50% of the time. But Rams fans, they can't stop. And I tell you why. JT, is because they've been living in our shadow for all their sports supporting life, right? So every time they get an opening, they always go to extreme. Don't know about been there, done that. They just come on in. Well, we got y'all now, boy. But we just swept it. Y'all swept for the first time in how many years? That is nothing
That's
to be bragging
exactly
about.
what I
It's an
told some of
embarrassment.
these chumps. That's what I told some of these chumps. They think they think they're so good because they beat us and they swept us this year. They lucky we didn't have the right coordinator for defense. But guarantee you, come next season, if and when we get Salah, and if not, it can be a different coach. It could be the guy from the Saints, or it could be Gus Bradley. But I guarantee you, come next season, you guys got it coming, brother. You guys got it coming.
And JT, you know, the thing is also, had the 49ers not been so unhealthy, they still wouldn't have got away, even with Sorensen. So, you know, because most of that defense we got knows what they're doing. They've been out there long enough. If I got Dre and Fred healthy, if I got who else is on the defensive line? I just need the guys who play the position beyond the field.
You know, Ronbo, I'm going to say one more thing before I get off. I know my time's short now.
Right, go ahead.
I'm going to say this. Don't let the 49ers pick up the pieces we need in the draft, because I'm chomping at the bit just to pick up a freaking tackle. I need a tackle. I need McKivitz out. I need a Kelvin Banks. I'd love to have Kelvin Banks or the other tackle from LSU, Will something, I forget his name, or even if we don't pick up a tackle in the first round, I kind of like that one kid, Marcus Mabo. You know, I don't know if you...
Is he the one from... everybody's talking about that kid from Oregon.
No, I'm talking about the kid from Purdue.
Okay. Because this is an offensive lineman I'm seeing everywhere. I don't know if he's coming to San Francisco, if he's that good.
Oh, you're talking about that Connerly.
Is that him? Offensive lineman?
I think so. Yeah, offensive lineman.
Yeah, see that... Because if Trent Williams is going to be leaving as soon as he is, you better have somebody groomed up and ready to go. So,
what do you think about that tackle from Missouri, Mimbo?
Yeah, there's another name that's we're gonna see. What worries you about? Is it offensive tackle? The thing is about offensive tackles, the dude's coming, he's weighing 390 pounds, he can move like a cat. For some reason, when they get to the pros, they're not looking like that. We'll see what happens. What? Because
all right, Ronbo. Well, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it short. I know you got a few more other callers, but if and when we see them lamb chops get tossed up this Sunday, please consider doing the show to gas them on Monday.
I know. I'm going to do it. Anybody knows me. There's got to know. Oh, you know I'm going to do it. We'll bring up a subject
because
pretend like we're talking about something else.
I'd love for you to dedicate this show to Ready to Blow.
We got JT, we got to go though, fam. I'll see you Sunday, and let's see what happens. All right.
All right, Ronbo.
Good night, fam. Good to hear from you again, too.
Hey, likewise.
Yeah, JT is John Thomas. I've seen him in there. I didn't know who I was looking at. All right. And Tony ATL. Come on in, T.
Good evening, Ronbo. I'm glad you're feeling better. I prayed for you. You sound so much better.
Yeah. It's not bothering me as much now, but I was rough for a minute. But yeah. So Tony, any subject you want to jump on? There's so many things going on around the NFL to be laughed at. That aren't even involved in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was laughing at you, Ronbo, when you said Robert Saleh seems to attract these head coaching jobs at these scrub teams. You think you called them out Jacksonville, Las Vegas?
I mean, God, Robert. But you know what, though, Tony? The only way you're going to build a reputation, you got to go get a bad team and make them good, you know? Because you look at what's his name over with the Detroit Lions, right? And he was a Lion once, too, so his sentiment is there. But, I mean, look what he did with Detroit. He's got Don Bertuck and all kind of crazy. And that wasn't going to happen. We've seen it down through the years. Detroit's never been a threat to win any championship. And now they're in position to do so.
Last year and this year, they're in a position to do so.
I've been telling people that for 3 years. So.
He got mad at me and said, I don't want your props. So I said, okay, you want to play hardball? I say, Don, what if it's Baltimore and you guys in the Super Bowl? I said, remember the last time you played Baltimore? Remember Justin Tucker's NFL record 66-yard field goal?
God, that had to hurt his feelings. 66 yards. If I'm on the other team
in Detroit,
stands,
in their own house,
yeah, I'd have laughed.
I said, if y'all play them again, he's going to kick a 67-yarder.
Well, because the coach ain't got nothing to lose with the game on the line. Get him out there. Let's give him a shot at least. Look at what they're going to do. Take the ball over at the 30. So what?
And Ronbo, all you Rams chumps in the chat, don't y'all know it's going to be cold and snowy in Philly this week? I predict that Matthew Stafford will get pulled in the third quarter after he's thrown his fourth pick.
Yeah, because you know what? If they don't run the ball, and they seem to hate to do that. Although they're running – hey, Tony, you know what? They're running the ball a little more this season because McVay has finally realized the percentages, if you allow Matthew to throw the ball 35 to 40 times a game, the percentages of him getting a few of those into the hands of the defense is pretty high. So
pretty high, almost 50%.
So that running back has had a good year. So,
Yeah, Kyron Williams, he's one of the best backs in the league. He is.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's going to be cold. So once Philly and those Georgia boys shut that run down, their philosophy is we're going to shut Kyron Williams down. We're going to make Matthew Stafford beat us. And you know that ain't happening.
And Tony, what's so funny? Because every DC in the game knows what the Eagles are going to do. They're going to give the ball to Saquon, and they're going to run it down your throat. They know you know that, but there's not a damn thing you can do about it. That's what scares me about the Eagles. I mean,
they got
that's
one of the best lines in football.
Yeah.
I also put in the chat, I said Saquon will run for 171, 2 touchdowns. I said Jalen Hurts won't have any rushing touchdowns, but I predict he'll run for 123 yards.
Because Jalen's not going to throw the ball well. I mean, AJ is and they're supposed to be bros. AJ talks bad about him. Devontae, he's back out there. But what they do is provide an avenue for the running backs to run, though. That's why Saquon's going buck wild. And because AJ's clearing out, you have to guard AJ. He will kill you even with Hurts. So I don't know what the Rams are supposed to do.
After your last show, Nick Bosa did make the Pro Bowl, Ronbo. I saw the Pro Bowl. I saw him after your show. He made it.
For second team, first team? Did he make first team? Second team.
First team. Nick Bosa made it.
Okay. Because he wasn't on the because you know what? Just the flyer.
Nick Bosa and Juice.
Yeah, I knew Juice.
Future Hall of Famer Juice made it.
Yeah. So hey, but Tony, now here you got this playoff game coming up now. Here is Lamar again sitting on the hot seat. And for him, the hot seat is no longer the MVP. Hell, he gets that in his sleep. He's got to go in and get to that Super Bowl, and he's got to win it. Anything less is going to be a bust.
Be a good game because I tell you this, in my opinion, I think the winner of this game, Baltimore at Buffalo, is going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Kansas City's not going to three-peat, but I'm going to listen to me real quick. The last time all their starters played was Christmas Day, Kansas City. Remember they beat Pittsburgh, and then the next week they rested their starters, and then the following week they were off. They haven't played in almost 3 weeks, Ronbo.
Russ will be a case. Timing.
Yep. And what if Houston come out firing, and Kansas City gets behind, and then it's the end of the game? There will be no three-peat. Houston has upset Kansas City. Man, I will laugh my butt off.
I would love to see. Tony, I don't get my hopes up because I'm tired of Chiefs breaking my heart. But if CJ and company beat, oh my God! And then here comes the writing. Well, CJ Stroud maybe become the new face of the NFL after taking down and dethroning Patrick Mahomes because they're going to overdo it.
Yeah, Ronbo, they haven't played since Christmas Day. That's over 3 weeks ago. None of them played. Chris Jones. None of they rested their starters the last week, and then they had the bye last week.
I know. I didn't know they were resting all them people all the time like that. But as a matter of fact, who's the second string quarterback?
I said, okay, so now they played Christmas Day. They off Sunday. Then the following Sunday they played Denver. They were off, and then the following Sunday they were off, which was Wild Card Weekend. That's almost 3 weeks, and they play tomorrow.
Wasn't that Carson Wentz in there? He's
yes,
a backup. Yeah, you're right. I hadn't paid that any attention. Patrick and company could be.
Sometimes you can get too much rest. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Now you got timing issues and everything else. You can't do that unless you're in a game to stay sharp. So that could be interesting.
haven't played since Christmas Day because they remember they had an early game, so that following Sunday they were off because they played Christmas Day.
Well, I don't feel sorry for him.
It's been a while.
Yeah, because I'm tired of the Chiefs. Yeah, but see, you take CJ and company now. They get past the Chiefs and they go to the next round of the playoffs. Are they going to match up against either Lamar or Josh?
I think Baltimore. I don't know who's going. I say either Baltimore or Buffalo. I don't know who's going to win that game. But Ronbo, Baltimore has Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry's going to put Baltimore in the Super Bowl. They didn't have Derrick Henry last year.
And put a lot of defenders in bad shape, man. Derrick Henry rolling down the field, breaking through the initial line of scrimmage.
In the cold, in Buffalo, that's the sledgehammer. Coming at you full speed. You got to make a business decision.
And when you walk the sideline and coach look at you like, you going to do your job or what? You get out here. I'm going to give you this jersey. I'm going to give you this. And you go stop that big buck. I can just see it now, because Derrick Henry. If I'm a coach.
Like a runaway freight train.
I mean, if I see my players.
Still talking stuff, man. I just ignore him. He calling y'all old and y'all need to rebuild. I said the 49ers are reloading. They got players. Like you said earlier in the chat, Ronbo, y'all just need to build your offensive and defensive line. The skilled players are already set. You just got to sign some people.
It's, when your team's like the Rams, your wishful thinking gets out of control. Rudy's already declared that everybody on our team is going to either leave the country, quit football, or check into a hospital, and then they'll have a cakewalk into the playoffs every year from here on out. They really are delusional. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, that's when a team has gotten to your head. When you hope, you hope that everything goes wrong with the 49ers, and so you get a chance. Now, they got their chance this year. Now, it's not going to do something with it or what?
They ain't going to do nothing with it. And the only team that's leaving the country is the Rams because their lease is up. The Chargers want them out. And Tijuana said they got a stadium they can prepare for them to come down there. So, Inglewood, welcome to Tijuana.
That'd be funny. You know what? I got to support that. How funny is that? The Tijuana Rams. That would be hilarious. Because
that's got a nice ring to it.
It does, And Mexico's not so far away, Rams. So it causes any kind of a travel problem
immediately.
Yeah, from California. Well, East Coast has to go through a time zone anyway. But from California, a team in Tijuana would not be bad. Aaron, you could do it.
Yeah, but San Diego, the city of San Diego, they don't want the Rams. Nope, they can't come down there. You can go to Tijuana.
Yeah. Because what is with the Rams are who's taking over that stadium? SoFi? Is that the Chargers?
Chargers own that stadium. The Rams are paying rent.
See, the Rams will tell you that their owner is the one who owns that. Okay, you know what? That's going to take too long. I got to go look into that again. Because I stopped talking about that with the Rams fans because they just, we own this place. Well, why don't you get more fans?
There'd be more opponent fans in there when they play them than theirs.
Anyway, hey, Tony, we got to go. Hey, Sunday, it's going to be a party. I can already feel it now. We got a lot of fun games. So
right after, it's going to be over by halftime, and then the cold, the temperature's going to drop about 10 more degrees, and the Rams going to want to go home. They're already going to be down.
And Saquon Barkley's running by. Zoom. Well, how come you didn't tackle him? Why? It's too cold, man. You ever hit that guy? Look at his thighs. Those got to be 80
future weeks. We got a lot to talk about, off season, trades, who to sign, the draft. We got a lot to talk about.
Oh, it's gonna be great this particular offseason because we were sitting pat last year. Now, lots of manipulation. Tony, all right. Appreciate you,
Jauan Jennings some more money.
What? Who?
Get Jauan Jennings some more money.
I know, right? Let's see what he does because he really deserves more. And football's not a game you're going to play forever. All right, Tony, I'll see you Sunday.
Have a good night, sir. Shout out to you. Shout out to your A1 production team.
Thanks, Tony.
And Rams fans, good luck because y'all going to need it because it's going to be cold. I'll see you Sunday, Ronbo.
Can't wait. All right, Tony.
Take care.
You too. Thanks. Yeah, Rams, this is it now. See, Rams, the thing is, had you guys not set the table, you got to be nervous, even though you're still talking trash as you normally do. But you've got to be a little worried. Now, you've talked all this garbage, disrespected the 49ers, and then you've got to go up against an Eagles team that beat you like a stepchild just a few weeks ago. Now, I understand that you've got a few things different from last week to a few weeks ago. But do you really think it's going to be enough to make a big difference? This is going to be interesting. If you think you're going to throw on Darius Slade, I got news for you. That is not a good idea. What is going to be interesting is if you can keep Saquon off the field, you might have the ball a little more often than you're going to need it a lot anyway. So good luck with that. I'll be back Sunday too. We'll go over your game and enjoy whatever you. If you win, I'll give you props. Unlike you, I'll give props. I really will. I don't think you're gonna get it, but fam, thank you for the contributions. I shall see you Sunday for a good time. Go. Fly, Eagles, fly. Sit there. Tell your husband I'm behind him. Nikita, you know I'm behind you. It's Sunday, fam. Oh, please, don't forget to subscribe before you go. And hit like. I love likes. You know what? What if I don't holler? Nina. Okay, that's it. It's starting to feel a little raw again. Okay. Night, fam.